Hello everyone, and welcome back to this CWC 2023 for this show match of round of 32. I'm gonna be real mass casting this, and second caster should come in soon to join me. But here we have the two teams. The theme for this show match is players from the teams that did not qualify, that did not pass the qualifier stage. So as you can see, you have players from Malaysia, Singapore, Turkey, Bulgaria, Switzerland, and I believe that's it, yeah. Some long-term players we've seen a lot in CWC, like for example Future Miku is a player that's been playing a lot of CWCs over the years. Some definitely very familiar names. So it's a bit sad to not see them play the actual tournament, but at least they get a chance to shine on this show match, so hopefully it should be a fun one for everyone. It's gonna be a bit tough to predict who's gonna ban what and who's gonna want to pick what, because these two teams are fairly balanced, I want to say, with players from everywhere who did not qualify, but you still have some very solid players. For example, Isaac is a really good Bulgarian player who did not pass the qualifiers, and for a lot of these players it's a matter of not having enough players in the country to make an actual really good solid roster. Doesn't mean that the country doesn't have very solid players. It's gonna be a first ban though from team... Oh, it's gonna be a bit hard to tell. I believe Isaac is in team blue. So yeah, it's gonna be team blue ban HD2. So HD2 is the low AR HD. Probably not feeling confident enough to get 3 players to play this. It should be the ban for team red. And looks like XF is the captain for the team. XF, also known as Nazuna Amemiya, if I'm right, who just changed his username. The Singaporean player. It's gonna be a DT3 ban actually. Again, not that surprising. A lot of these players are a bit lower ranked, so DT3 might be a bit tough to play. And looks like I'm joined by my co-caster. Hello.
Late join, but I'm here.
Yeah, the match is still about to start. You're good.
Awesome. So we just had the bans, did we?
Yep. Yeah, we just had the bans, HD2 and DT3.
Awesome. Okay.
And with that, we should be getting the first pick from Team Red, I believe.
So yeah, this is a bit of a special match, isn't it? I'm not sure if we've actually done this in previous World Cups, or at least Catch World Cups before.
I know we've
Have the people who haven't qualified.
Yeah, we've been doing show matches for I don't know how long, but we've been doing show matches like last year at least. But I don't know if we've done a show match with the players that did not qualify. That's fair, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a good idea, and shout out to Quinton for coming up with it. It's a really interesting, and I think it's good to kind of get them involved. You know, they just not making it, but still being able to play and kind of show off their skills. So yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, Okay, and yeah, we get the confirmation. It's the first time with people who did not qualify. And yeah, I think it's great. It allows for players who won't have the chance to play in the tournament to actually shine, maybe in the show match. Get a couple nice scores. That's always nice when you might be a bit sad that your team did not qualify. Wait, it's gonna be a Nomad 1 pick though. Nomad 1 being the typical Nomad 1, very long, very consistent map.
Yep, as usual. I'm actually not too sure on the strengths of each team, but I would assume that they are pretty fairly matched.
Yeah, I would assume it's the case. Quinten made the team. You wouldn't have made one team way stronger than the other.
Yep, definitely. I know XF is a pretty balanced player. He's a pretty good all-rounder. I've seen him in a few tournaments. So hopefully he does well. I'm not too sure on the other players. I've definitely seen them, but I'm not sure if I've seen them play too much. So it will be interesting to see how everybody goes in this unique show match that we have in our hands here.
Yeah, I mean it's also a chance to get to know the players from countries that we know maybe a bit less. It's a chance to get to know them better. I know that Isaac, the Bulgarian player, is quite a solid player overall. Unfortunately, in his country, there's not that many players playing the game, so they could not qualify, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Getting stuck into this Nomad 1 pick here. Very chill beginning, no players messing up as expected.
Yeah, the map is quite just really chill all around. It doesn't really get crazy. It's quite consistent. Definitely can expect a couple FCs maybe here.
Yeah, absolutely. Only 4.82 stars, so I reckon that is definitely a chance to happen.
Yeah.
It is around a 30. Oh, there is actually a first miss, first couple misses there from Anapple and Future Miku, as well as Azakriel now. So, and XF. All of the players on Team Red now.
That's 4 FCs gone and 3 on the side of Team Red, which is not a good start, especially given that Mystery and Isaac are still FCing the map. Yeah, it looks like Red is actually struggling quite a bit on this one.
Another complete team miss there in Future Miku with yet another one, and yeah, not looking too hot for them right now. Still 2 FCs going on the side of Team Blue in Isaac and Mystery. And Apple also building up a very nice combo as well. And yet another miss on the side of Team Red through Azakriel this time, and another one. That is quite unfortunate. XF and Future Miku trying to build that combo up, but seems that they really can't have too much consistency. Although Mystery and Anapple actually taking 2 misses, they build up a pretty good lead for themselves, however.
Yeah, that's gonna leave Isaac being the only FC left and SS. So it's definitely doable for Team Red if they start to get some combo, which kind of seems to be the case with Future Miku and XF above 200.
Yeah, Isaac still out here with the full combo. SS as well, actually. Very impressive score from them.
Couple of misses in this section for Future Miku and Azakriel, but XF seems to be holding quite well, building a nice combo back up.
Yeah, that is a very good point actually, now at 440. Very, very well done. Very nice comeback, but sadly for him it is not going to be enough. And Isaac is actually fighting a miss there, I just realized. That is unfortunate for them, but still a really good score.
No FC's left on the board, so it should be even, but there's a big gap to come back from for Team Red.
Yeah, it actually is a pretty close score gap between XF Fujimiku and Team Blue, but Azakriel just unfortunately not able to find combo. Oh, another miss there. Actually, went a whole team miss.
That's a triple miss. While Fujimiku and XF are still holding combo, and the score bar is slowly going towards Team Red, but is it gonna be enough? The map, there's not much map left, so I'm not quite sure they can do it.
Yeah, I think if Azakriel maybe was able to hold on just a bit more and get some combo up, they might have had a bit of a chance there, but unfortunately, despite Fujimiku and XF's best efforts, it is just not going to happen, it seems. Still really good scores though from all players, and Team Blue going to be taking that first point out and starting it off with a very nice first point.
Yeah, lots of 900Ks around the board, which is really nice to see. Pretty low miscounts. So yeah, that's
Maybe
the
just
first.
some nerves. Oh,
yeah,
sorry, you go.
No, yeah. Yeah, actually, you bring up a good point. So these players, a lot of them are players who never got the chance to actually play in CWC. So getting to play on stream on the official CWC stream might be a bit stressful for some of them who are not really used to these tournament settings.
Yeah, definitely, and I was just informed by Trosk that this is indeed the first time that a show match of this kind with the players who didn't qualify has happened. So, yeah, really good to see something like this happening. Of course, as you just said, them getting a chance to kind of perform on such a big stage on Osu Live, and I'm sure some nerves are definitely equated with that, and maybe messing up a few more times than you normally would. But still, really good performances so far.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna be expecting the next pick though, because it is a breakpoint in favor of Team Blue. We get to pick the next map.
Oh, I see. Azokriel is actually 3k ranked, so actually a pretty impressive performance considering the circumstances there. When, I mean, like, I guess 3k would probably be like, you know, you kind of FC 4 stars for your top plays, but doing that on this kind of stage is very impressive, so, you know.
Yeah, that's
no
true.
underperformance there at all, I reckon.
Yeah, a lot of these players are pretty low rank actually. So just getting solid scores from them is all the more impressive.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's gonna be HR2. HR2 is the kind of memory HR. Slightly high CS. It's also only AR 9.8, so maybe these players who struggle a bit more on HR and on AR 10 are gonna have an easier time with it. Still some pretty mean spacings at some places in this map.
Yeah, and also a song by Millie, which is very nice to see. All our Millie fans out there. I'm a big fan of those songs, so nice to see. And also mapped by our very own JB Hyperion, so yet another thing that's really nice to see.
Yeah, it's a really nice fun map. But we're gonna see some new players come in the lobby to play this. MC2BP is actually gonna be playing this, as well as DTNL Ricky and Laura Mipsum, who did not play the map previously.
Not sure. Actually, yeah, we do see quite a... Is that 3 swap outs there? I think it's a Zakriel going out for MC2 BP. Riki or DTNL Riki subbing in for... Who was that actually?
An Apple and Mystery.
Yep, that's the one. Thank you. Sorry, my mind was blanking a
Yeah,
little
no
bit there.
problem.
So, okay, here we go.
Seeing one player on each side taking the hidden mode.
Interesting to see. And also, oh, that is actually going to be 2 players on the side of Team Blue now, losing the FC, but MC2 really not having too much of a good time at the start of this map, and now XF is also dropping, so an early lead going to Team Blue.
Yeah, the beginning of the map I would say is probably the hardest part. You have a couple of really mean spacings and jumps. All things considered, not that many misses.
Still 2 FCs on both sides from Uchimiku and Lorem Ipsum.
Players seem to be able to combo this quite well. With MC2BP having some trouble finding any combo, it's gonna be hard for Team Red to come back from this. Team Blue is just getting away with it with really nice combos actually, everyone above 200.
Yeah, XF and Fujimiku actually holding it up pretty well, also with those 2 misses from Riki and Lorem Ipsum. Going to give them a good advantage now. MC2BP kind of needs to just hold it up for Red Team to be able to capitalize on that, but with such a big score gap, I'm just really not sure if that's possible. Even with yet another miss from Riki now, I'm just not too sure if it's going to be possible. Although it is going back a little bit.
Yeah, MC2BP seems to be finding its footing in now, right? As I say, that's fine as a miss, but it's traded by Riki. And it's actually fairly close, it's only 100k points. We're at the end of the map though, so I don't know if this is still comebackable.
Oh no. MC2 though, finding yet another miss. Another couple misses actually. And even with Isaac and Riki messing yet again, actually it is closing up a little bit, but there's so little map left, I just don't think it's going to be possible.
Oh,
XF, no, definitely not. Really good performances from Fujimiku and XF on that map, actually across the board. An FC! I didn't even realize that actually.
I thought you missed at the beginning, yeah. But no,
so did
that's actually an FC. So really nice performance from Fujimiku. Long time veteran player from CWC from Malaysia. Showing up in this show match. And still a really nice scores all around. 1 miss from Lorem Ipsum. 2 misses XF. That's really solid scores.
Yeah, just that unfortunate third player not quite being able to capitalize and kind of, yeah, just Red Team not quite able to do that. But still really impressive performances all around.
Yeah. So that's 2-0 for Team Blue. And now it's up to them to pick again. Oh, no, actually, it's Team Red's pick because it was a breakpoint, the first point. It's really unfortunate that this HR did not work because they had 2 really solid scores, but kind of lacking a third player.
Yeah, it really did seem like that. If they just had that other player that can maybe play Hard Rock at a little bit of a higher level, I reckon they really could have capitalized on that and got their first point. But it's all good, they still have at least 3 chances to get a point on the board, and I'm sure it will happen. Hopefully I don't commentator curse that.
I also hope they will. We'll see how it goes on this mixed mode.
Yeah,
as a reminder, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. No, you go.
I just wanted to, as a reminder, on mixed mode, each team needs to have 1 HD player and 1 HR player and 1 Nomad player. So we're gonna have to see a bit of the flexibility of each team on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And also another thing that I'd like to add is that mixed mod is a little different here because of that Hard Rock multiplier no longer playing as much of a factor anymore, being the same as Hidden and No Mods. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of what strategy players will put forward in terms of that pressure on their Hard Rock player.
Yeah, actually that's a good point, and it's going to be really interesting to see how it goes in the actual tournament. Because previously, HR players used to have a lot of pressure to perform because their score was worth quite a lot more than the other players in the lobby. Now HR doesn't matter that much. Obviously, you still want the highest score, but you don't have that pressure to extra perform like you used to before.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be very, very interesting to see some of those high-level teams' strategy on Mixmod. But let's see what these teams have thought up. Azakriel coming back in for the same team that started it all off with Xev and Future Miku. And Riki, Anapple and Isaac going to be on the side of Team Blue for this one. Is it Nomad at the top or is that Hard Rock? I really am not sure.
I'm pretty sure at the top it's Nomad and bottom right it's HR, right? Yeah.
Yep. Okay, thank you for that call. I wasn't sure. Oh, an MTU song as well, which is very nice to see.
Yep.
Absolute banger.
It's a nice map too. First map from Yoshi Green in the CWC pool, which is a nice addition.
Oh, nice. Okay, so yep, we've got our no more players, hidden players, Hard Rock players lined up here, that being Azakriel and Apple, Future Miku, Riki, XF, and Isaac, respectively.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple of misses from Riki and Azakriel, but otherwise everybody else holding quite well so far in the intro.
And oh, there's going to be another miss from Isaac and also Riki now, as well as Azakriel. Red team just clenching that score ahead, but it is still very, very close.
Yeah, and I think XF and Future Miku getting these high combos is really important because it's not very easy to combo this map,
oh,
so
no.
Getting as much as you can is very important.
Yeah, I was going to say one miss is definitely going to be able to sway that over, and you can see that score bar flipping and flipping, and there it goes over to Team Blue. Isaac, Riki, and Apple all now getting their combos up very nicely. That just one miss from Future Miku spelling a little bit of disaster early on, but still lots of time to come back, and it is still very close.
I'm quite impressed by these scores so far, honestly. Very few misses, and even XF still FCing them up so far.
Oh no, that's another miss from Azakriel there, but still the score is pretty close. Another one is going to dampen that a bit and give Team Blue a little bit of a buffer zone in case of a miss. And there is one from Isaac, but it is traded by Azakriel again.
Yeah, they will need another one from one of the other big combos if they want a chance to come back from this.
Yeah, they really need a miss, absolutely, from Riki and Apple, and Azakriel just falling yet again. Really not looking too hot for Team Red right now, and that score lead for Team Blue, you can just see increasing and increasing and increasing, completely capitalizing on that combo. Although Riki does miss, I think Team Red is going to need another one from Apple if they have any chance with such little time, but it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. Can we point out though how XF just FC'd them up with HR?
That is incredibly impressive.
That is very impressive. Also, nice mod FC from an Apple though, too, which is pretty impressive. That player is ranked 3.6k, so FCing him up like that in a tournament setting, in a big stage, is quite the performance as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That is really, really well done to them. And quite a lot of good scores, really, across both teams, to be honest. With those nerves that I mentioned before that I'm sure are still there. Only a single miss from Future Miku and 2 from Isaac. Azakriel just a little bit more, but still well done to them, of course. And Team Blue are taking their 3rd point here. Really putting that pressure on Team Red.
Yes, they are. And we're gonna go right ahead with a HR1 pick, actually. HR2 worked for them, so why not go for HR1 after that? This map is quite a bit more tricky than the other HR though. Require more precise movements, as well as the reading requirement is kind of higher. It's AR10, whereas the other one was 9.8. And the overall, yeah, more technical movements. So it's gonna be probably a bit tough for the third player from Team Red if they still have that third player issue.
Yep, for sure. Okay, and here we have a map, actually by WW, I think?
Yep.
I think that is
Yeah.
5 W's.
Yeah. You got it.
I guess. Can we call him Connor? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he likes to be referred to. I guess we'll just go 5W for now.
Yeah, let's go with that.
But yeah, very exciting to see.
It's a pretty fun map and pretty original map. It's kind of a style you don't see really often. On specifics, it kind of reminds me of some Convert HR picks, with how the movements are. Really, a lot of small tap dashes and control required. The HR rosters are going to be a bit different this time though. For Team Red, this time it's going to be Azakriel as a third HR player. And for Team Blue, no, actually, it's going to be it's going to be Mystery instead of Ricky on this one. Trying different combinations. We're going to see how it goes. I think this is quite a bit more tricky than the other ones, though I'm not really expecting an FC. It would be really nice to see, but I'm not really expecting an FC.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah,
it could happen.
You never know.
Well, already we have our first miss from Azakriel and a bit of a Bancho lag there, but it's all good. We are back. Yeah, pretty fast paced map here. Although the song doesn't really match how fast paced it is, you could say.
Yeah, you can.
It sounds a bit chill.
It sounds really
but in
chill.
reality, it isn't.
Well, that's hard rock. It's still quite low BPM and kind of plays like a low BPM stream map. But yeah, it's just HR making it quite fast. Hopefully we still have all of our players though. I see Bancho struggling a bit.
Oh no, no more Bancho, please.
Other than that though, a lot of players still holding well. I think we lost lower.
Oh no, XF. Oh, is that? Do you reckon that's maybe a disconnection instead of a lag? Because that would be very unfortunate for team. Oh no, nope. There they are again. Actually, never mind.
Well, it's gonna be a bit hard to tell the score
not
now.
Synced
Yeah.
at all. I think we might need to get another sync. Oh no. No, definitely, it's still not synced.
No, it's not.
But we can see the score, can't we?
I'm pretty sure. I think the score is still calculated from
their place in time.
Yeah, from where they are. So.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Team Blue is winning this by quite a good amount now.
Yep, that would make sense. You can still see that they are holding a pretty significant amount of combo, and with Azakriel's misses yet again, I'm not sure if Team Red's going to be able to do this. Although XF and Future Miku are holding quite well. Those two FCs. Oh no. Okay, one FC from Icesuck, and still a really nice score being upheld by Mystery is still going to propel them forward, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's quite a big combo that they got. And on the other side, again, Future Miku performing on this HR pick as well as XF. I suck though, still holding the SS so far. Can he get the FC maybe?
We did say at the start that it, you know, never counted out. It could happen, and right now it might. Oh no, the SS is gone, but the FC is still there.
Honestly, if he can get the FC, that would be really nice.
FC with one droplet miss would be absolutely crazy, and there it is.
Yeah, and actually, we might see 2 FCs because I believe Laura Mipsum is still FCing them up. Oh no, that's
Just
gonna be a miss
increasing that
finally.
score. Oh no, that is unfortunate. Look at that scoreboard, it's going up and up and up.
Yeah. Actually, really nice score from a lot of these players. Almost everyone above 900k.
Yeah, very well done. XF and Future Miko, 2 and 4 misses respectively, and obviously that FC from Isaac is just crazy.
Yeah. Kind of surprising that the 2 FCs that we've seen so far, I believe, are 2 HRFCs. Actually, 3 HRFCs if I'm not mistaken. We've seen 1 HRFC on the other HR, 1 on the mixed mode, and 1 on this map, so 3 HRFCs on this pool is kind of surprising. Usually you'd expect players to FC no mod more, but that's actually not the case here.
That's a very good point. Yeah, usually in these kind of in these lower stages, Hard Rock, you know, sticks out a little bit like a sore thumb. Obviously, you have your specialized players, but with these teams, you kind of expect that. But no, really nice Hard Rock performances, as you said, from all these players. Very high quality of play.
Really nice to see. However, though, now Team Blue is on match point. It's up to Team Red to pick, though. They have one last shot. So far, we've not seen the DT pool come out yet, so maybe this could be something that they want to go for. HD as well, especially given the fact that they banned HD too.
That is a good point, but maybe, hopefully, we do still have that hopium from the start, you know, they can at least get 1 point. Hopefully that does happen.
Yeah.
No sweep for the show match, and maybe we'll see Gorkum come in as well, because we haven't seen much of them yet either. I think we've seen everyone on the side of Team Blue, but Gorkum_XD is still not there.
Yeah, I believe that's the only player that hasn't played yet in this show match.
Yeah. So maybe for this possible final point, they can come in. Oh, there it is. There's the score. Wait, hold on. What is happening?
I'm looking at the MP link and there's only 3 scores on the MP link actually.
Oh, wait, hold on, hold on.
What happened?
Wait, Lauren, they disconnected. Wait, whoa, what is happening there? That is very odd.
There's only one
so
score
confused.
for Team Blue. Only Isaac has a score on the MP link. Well, I'm not sure how...
Didn't we see the final scores?
Yes, we did. So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully the ref manages to get that sorted out.
I guess we'll keep the scores because I suppose we did see the end of the point. So even if there was disconnections, I mean, we know the result of the point, and it was a pretty nice win from Team Blue there. So
yeah,
I think everything is going ahead as we saw on stream.
Yeah, I'm not a referee, but I'm pretty sure that in this case, as long as we have a proof of what the scores were, we can count them for the actual scores, even if it's not on the MP link.
Yep, that should happen. That is very bizarre though on the MP link. That is something I have not seen a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, and here we go. Hidden 1 is actually going to be picked. That was a nice little prediction there.
Yep. So yeah, quite different from HD2 though. This one is the AR9, the other one is 8.4, quite lower AR. This one is more a consistency peak.
Yep, and backed by Xerox, who I know, nice mapper there. Will this be the final point, or will Team Red finally get that score on the board? I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I really hope Team Red can manage to get at least 1 point.
Me too, me too. I believe. I have the hope.
But yeah, Team Blue though has been playing very well.
Yeah, I'd say that they definitely have a more complete roster than Team Red.
Yeah, a lot of the issues for Team Red is...
mods.
Yeah, for the mods and yeah, third player, a lot of the time kind of having some trouble on the maps. And I think we're still missing 1 player.
It's a nice song as well, actually, now that I'm listening to it.
Yeah, it's a nice song. It's also a nice map. I like it. It's a nice consistency pick.
Well, let's see how these players go. Yep, there's that roster. Possibly not going to be able to see Gorgon XD at all for this, but who knows? Maybe a Team Red gets this point. There could be an appearance.
And I think in a way at the end of the match, even if it ends up with this map, we should see the tiebreaker.
Yep.
So they'll at least get to play that, I think, even if we don't see them on stream. Usually how it goes for tiebreakers at the end. It's for fun.
Well, considering that it's a show match, I'm sure that will happen.
Yeah. I think we are having some Bencho issues again. Yeah, talking about someone stuck in the lobby or something.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, they have to kick Yuter Miku because he can't leave. Should be able to play now though.
Okay. Hopefully, it is all good now. Hopefully. Bancho is a very funny player.
I think we're not good. Yeah, Miku is probably the best HD player on the roster of Team Red. They definitely want him playing, but it looks like Boncho doesn't want him playing.
Bancho the evil mastermind.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
Let's go. Can we get started? I think we can. Okay.
Yep, here we go. The possible final point between these two teams, but we will have to see how it goes. A good start from all players across both teams. It is a very chill start, so can't expect too many misses, but will hype up soon. Oh, and there's a first miss from XF actually, and as well as Azakriel.
Oh, that's not good.
Team Blue taking that early advantage, and another miss yet again from Azakriel. And another one, I think. So already that early lead is quite significant, honestly, from Team Blue here. With yet another miss coming from XF is going to give them even more of an advantage. And already, it is pretty early on in the pick. Anything could happen, of course, but it's looking pretty nice for Team Blue here.
Yeah, Anapol is gonna find a miss, but still his teammates got his back. Isaac and Ricky still with the FCs. Miku is also FCing, but he's gonna need a bit more of support from his teammates.
Yeah, still with that SS. On the other side of the board, Isaac as well, holding the same score. Very nice performances from both of those two players, and Ricky's still holding an FC. Just giving Team Blue a huge advantage so far.
Oh, and Azakriel missing in the build-up section again. I think the KI that comes right after this build-up is probably the hardest section of the map. We're gonna see a bit more technical section. Let's see if this can get some misses out of the FCs.
Oh, there's a miss from Isaac! Losing the SS and the FC all at the same time. Yet another one from XF and Rigi, now the only FC left on the board. Let's see if they can make it through to the end of the map. It might be possible.
Miku missed though, so I think that's it. And Ricky's gonna finally find a miss, but it's too late. I think for Team Red they have 300k to come back from.
Jeez, misses just absolutely everywhere right now. You absolutely called it on that technical section. I guess it was kind of coming, but yeah, Miku with the highest combo right now. Sitting in a nice 200, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. That score is far, far, far too ahead for Team Blue. And in these kind of closing out moments in this map, it is going to be a pretty convincing win for this map and also kind of across all of the maps today, really.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think Team Blue just played this very, very well.
Yep. I agree.
We're getting lots of really good scores on pretty much everything, with a pretty solid roster on pretty much every mud pool actually. So it was pretty hard for Team Red to do something. But yeah, nice scores again on this map. One miss from Miku. It is a really nice score. 974k. But yeah, GG's to all players. We're still gonna be hanging around for a bit because we're gonna see the tiebreaker being played.
Yep. Nice one miss there from Miku, and also very good scores from Ricky and Isaac with only 5 and 3 respectively. Overall, across every map in this match, it has been some really impressive stuff considering, you know, as we've said, on such a big stage, and just, yeah, very well played to all players and giving it your best shot.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and we're gonna see Gorkem playing this for the tiebreaker.
Oh, nice. Very nice to see. Everyone's here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone is in the lobby playing this. We're just gonna see 3 players from each team though.
True, we won't actually be able. Oh no! 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 No!
No?
There they are. Gorkum is up there.
Tiebreaker is quite a step above the rest of the pool. It's your classic overdose tiebreaker. Nothing really too crazy or technical, but it's still a 5.5 star tiebreaker. So maybe it can be a bit hard for some of these players. Especially towards the end of the map, in like the last quarter of the map where it gets really hard. Yeah, I want to see a nice score from maybe players that have been performing really well today, such as Isaac or Ricky. Even Miku has been performing quite well. XF, actually lots of players have been performing well.
No, you're definitely right. They really have. It's been very nice to see such nice performances from every player here. And hopefully it will be continued, I'm sure, into this tiebreaker for the final map during this awesome showcase that has been brought to us all by these players. So let's see.
Oh, actually HR from Isaac on the tiebreaker. Tiebreakers
wow,
are
that
free
is,
mode, but that's not something you see often.
That is definitely an interesting decision, but hey, you know, it is a show match, you might as well show off
Yeah,
a little bit, you could say. Why not? Have a bit of fun, put on hard rock. Already misses from everyone, I think, except XF here.
Yeah, maybe actually, yeah, Fumiku is still holding DFC. But it's a very long map. 520. It's a tiebreaker.
Yep, for sure. And actually, Team Red is going to be in the lead right now.
Yeah, they are.
Team Blue maybe not helped by us picking hard rock, but hey, it's not a competitive setting anymore in any sense. We're just showing off the tiebreaker for a bit of fun, so yeah, XF still though, you do have to comment on some nice combos, and XF is definitely one of them.
Yeah. Been playing really well. I believe he put the mixed mode with HR. It was a really nice score from him. So definitely a player capable of a lot of stuff.
This is a banger song, by the way, I have to say.
It's a nice song. And a nice map also, I think. Really fun to play.
Definitely.
Really enjoyable.
Shout out to the map pullers and pickers for this one for sure.
And custom mappers, yeah.
Yeah, that is a good point. Can't leave them out either.
And I believe XF is still FCing them up so far. Oh, that's gonna be a miss finally. Still FC'd 1/3 of the map, that's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, well done to XF. Definitely the highest score on the board for sure here. Miku also doing a nice job on that hidden mod there.
Yeah. And what's funny is that Isaac is not that far behind with the HR that doesn't give multiplier.
Oh, that actually is a good point. I didn't realize that. Isaac still doing a pretty good job, even on Hard Rock. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I also want to point out Gorkem is actually not doing all that bad considering he's almost a rank 5k player. On enough of those like that, 5 and 5 stars, and as we've said, tournament setting, all that, it's pretty nice that he's almost holding the S rank so far.
Yeah, very well done. Especially after, you know, maybe not being able to warm up as much as the other players as well.
Yeah.
Playing all the other maps.
Okay.
So 2 misses there from Gorka and Future as well as XF. No one really holding too much of a combo here so far. The 2 hidden players, Apple and Miku, both doing very well too. Really everyone across both teams are doing very well.
Yeah, and this is kind of the difficult section of the map. As I said, towards the end it gets quite harder, as you can see.
Pretty crazy. Yeah, I can definitely see that. It has definitely ramped up a bit in difficulty, and a lot of the players still doing a really nice job. XF holding that 300 combo actually. Ricky and Apple also putting up some good combos. And Red Team is in the lead as well, so for the final pick, they're actually going to be able to close it out with a win.
Yeah.
So, nice performance to them too, and I think is XF going to end this off with this 500 combo? I think he might.
Yeah, it looks like he will.
There we go.
And that's gonna be it. Some nice scores again on the tiebreaker. Like, props to Isaac for playing this with HR and still getting the S rank and a good combo.
Yeah, absolutely. That is quite impressive. And no player is actually going anywhere under 750k, so well done to all, and thank you for providing us with a nice entertaining show match and coming back after not qualifying. Well done to all of you, and hopefully we'll be able to see you next year with your teams and qualifying for the tournament.
Yeah, I hope maybe this show match motivates them a bit to keep trying hard to maybe qualify next year. Maybe we'll motivate some other players from the countries that did not qualify to actually grind the game and make it to the big stage. Would be really nice to see. But
yeah, definitely. And actually, I was going to say, probably hopefully sparking some sort of thing in each of these countries to kind of, get a stronger roster, practice harder, and be back better and stronger for next year. Another thing I'd like to point out that I actually didn't realize is the match was, that final point was super close. Red Team actually ending up losing that one by 3k points, which 3K. I didn't realize.
On the tiebreaker with 8 people playing is almost nothing. So
great point to end that out there, and it is going to be it for this show match. The next match coming up is going to be between Japan and Norway, which you definitely don't want to miss, so stay tuned for that. That is going to be here in about 5 minutes, so we'll take a very short break and see you soon.
Yep, see you soon. Thanks for joining the stream.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Osu Catch World Cup 2023, round of 32. We have Japan versus Norway coming up now. I'm Koijibo and I'm being joined on commentary by Maito. How are you doing?
I am doing pretty well, thank you, my friend. I'm pretty excited for this match, actually. Back to the regular matches for this round of 32, and hopefully it's going to be a good one between Japan and Norway here. Yeah, what are your thoughts on the match? What do you think? What do you think will happen?
This could be quite interesting. I know like a fair few players playing in here. Like I've gone up against Molkus in 1v1 tournaments, and I don't know, he's a pretty strong all-round player these days. I know Cameragod and Snowwind are also very strong players. Snowwind for Japan and Camera for Norway, as I know I played with both of them in this year's AXS, and yeah, Camera's really good all round, and Snowwind pops off on a lot of stuff. Pretty strong DT player as well. I know Miles a pretty decent hidden player, and Sysef's also pretty good. I've seen a lot of Sysef's more no mod centered stuff, but I'd imagine he could play mods pretty decent. I think there are a lot of familiar names in both teams, so like a lot of seasoned rosters, and I'd say this might be one of our closer matches.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see a sweep for this one. I mean, obviously for the team that wins, it's nice to see, but for the casters, you want a close match. You want something that really gives the audience a bit of a rouse, you know. So hopefully it'll be a good one, and I reckon it will be.
No, definitely. So it looks like the band from Japan was Hidden 1 and their pick being DT2. So that's not too surprising. I know Molkus is pretty decent at DT, and like I said, Snowwind's pretty decent as well. I know there are a fair few decent players on their team who can sort of do those other mods as well. And Norway's band was Hard Rock 2, so yeah, maybe not feeling it so much. I know they do have the odd couple strong hard rock players, but maybe they're just not 100% set on, like, you know, third players for hard rock.
Not sure. But yeah, as you said, Molkus, yeah, at least I know from last year, is a very, very strong player, and I reckon we'll see some great performances from them this year.
Oh yeah.
But I'm expecting quite a lot of really nice plays across both teams. There are some great players on either side, so I'm very excited for this match. You know, it's definitely one of the closer ones. As you said, it's 15th versus 18th, so not a whole lot separating these teams, to be honest. It could definitely be a bit of an upset, at least in terms of seedings.
Yeah, at that point, I wouldn't even call it an upset at that point, just because their seedings are so close. Like, sure, it still is high seed versus low seed, but it's only 3 positions of difference, really. So, like, that's just 1 or 2 maps better for one team. Like, that's not, you know, that's not a large gap at all, so far as I remember.
Definitely not. And here we are going to be getting stuck into this very first pick here between Japan and Norway. Round of 32, here we go. DT2, I'm pretty sure it is.
It sure is.
And a bit of a funny banter moment at the start, as always. You know, you can't have a tournament without a bit of funny banter action.
Yeah, banter moment.
And already I think we've seen a miss from Vanilla there, as well as Cameragod.
Yeah, early miss. I find this one is a bit more finicky than the other 2 DT maps. Like, the patterns aren't overly hard, but it's just like the approach rate, you sometimes just dash off of things pretty easy, especially here. Just your stop and start movements in those doubles kind of just catch you off a bit. But everyone hitting that all right, except for Rindo from the looks of it. Rindo going to drop. So yeah, maybe just dashing too far on one of them, not stopping quite quick enough for the one of those doubles. Camera God going to drop now as well. So
yeah, I was going to say the lead going over to Norway, but then immediately switching back to Japan with that miss from Camera God.
Yeah, not too good, but not too bad at the moment. They're going to need... Oh, that is bad, though. It looks like a double break for Norway. Benita and Vanilla both missing in the same spot.
Oh,
Benita
and another
Malkus
one.
trading, too. The big thing right now is Hiroshiki is still FCing. And
Oh,
he's
no, the
going to miss,
curse!
but Rindo holds combo. It's alright. It's not a curse at this point. I mean... They held combos for so much longer, and it really... They still have about 80k, and at this point, that's just
There's
their
another
point.
miss from Camera God too,
So,
and
yeah, that is
Japan's closing this out.
Yeah, that is a pretty sensible pick. Gonna take it by about 80k points, more or less. Yeah, 79,953 being the difference.
I promise you, we are not trying to curse any team. We are providing a balanced experience.
No, we don't believe in the
bias.
curse, only platter issue.
Very true.
Those DT platter spacings.
Oh, and immediately Norway going
quirky pixel maps. I'd say at some point you'll get some.
The only convert of the map pool. Let's see how everyone does. And I think we have a swap out here from Norway, do we?
Yes. but one miss between 3 players in the last 65 combo. I mean, that is an excellent run out of Norway, and yeah, very strong point taken. So very understandable as to why Norway picked that map.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, not horrible scores, to be honest, when you look at the Japanese side either, really. It's mostly 900Ks and up, but still, just those scores from Norway are just so impressive. Only that single miss from Camera God.
We can play like that again, and we are going to see Barracuda DT3, and this might be a really smart pick for Japan considering how well they did on the last DT, taking it by about, what was it, 79,000 points?
Let me just check that one. Yep, that is correct. So clearly their confidence is definitely set on DT.
Oh yeah, they do have quite a formidable DT roster. So the MM is Mix Mod. So Mix Mod is a mixture of no mod, hidden, and hard rock. One player plays each mod for each team. But for now, we stick with the double time picks as we get started on DT3 Barracuda. One with a lot more, I suppose, sort of platter issue movements. You know, a lot of snaps, but at that low AR, it can sometimes be very easy to just dash off the snaps. Especially for people who tend to read that bit of higher AR as well.
Yep, and no early misses so far. Hiroshiki opting for that hidden as well. So, oh, there's a first miss. Oh, two.
And Sicep as well.
Going to give a little bit of a lead to Norway there. Luckily, oh no, but Ringo misses as well, and they have no more full combos. That lead is going to absolutely skyrocket for Norway now, as they are absolutely holding those seeds between Azadith and Camera God, and two more misses from the side of Japan.
Ooh, looks like they're fighting the nerves a bit in the start. Yeah, massive jump up as, you know, 3-minute song becomes a 2-minute song. You know, that score just goes so much faster now. Azadith gonna find a miss, but Camera God and Sicep doing quite well. Camera God still maintaining that FC, and that is probably the most important part of Norway's lead right now, I'd say, making that 100k. Is that extra miss probably would have, you know, made the gap much closer if Camera God had have missed earlier. So yeah, looking quite good for Norway in the first half, as you know, this could be the first break point, and if it is, then that's going to put massive advantage Norway's way. Especially taking it on a stronger mod. Oh, most definitely. Hiroshiki gonna find another miss. So yeah, this is looking Norway. This is looking like a Norway point right now, as yeah, this is becoming very quickly unrecoverable. As you know, a quarter goes a lot faster than you'd think, and yeah, it looks like they will cruise to their first break point.
Yep, Rindo, Hiroshiki both missing as well. Camera God just absolutely showing off right now with that SS. I think maybe they're going to be able to hold it all the way to the end here, it seems. And all of the combos across every player on Norway have been so impressive for these picks. Actually, the last two picks really have been really well done. And there we go, closing it out with an absolutely dominant performance in the end. Almost 300k score winning by and taking that first break point.
Yeah, Cameron got hidden all those stacks. SSing on DT3. Very, very good breakpoint for Norway. And yeah, Molkis with the one miss. But I think nerves getting to Japan a little bit, as this is the sort of map that you don't want to be nervous on. Yeah, I'd say this is more of a confidence pick, so it's kind of surprising to see the breakpoint, but there's still heaps of time for Japan to fight back with a breakpoint of their own.
Okay, so now Norway has a really important map to choose. Having that break point, and now needs to capitalize on it in order to just put the absolute maximum pressure on Japan, really. Considering there are only 5 points to be won in this one, having that break point early on is super important. So let's see what will happen. Okay, so here we go. Is going to be No Mod 1 picked by Norway here, hoping to consolidate that break point and get onto 3-2-1. Undersea Train, mapped by Soliquil. Wow, I just like completely messed it up. But I like this song actually. I'm a bit of a fan. Nice no mod consistency. 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Let's see how these teams go. ASK now going to be coming in, who I'm pretty sure played for Cultural Cup last year as well.
Yeah, we're going to see Benita come in for Norway as well. So Cameragod going to take a slight rest, as we will see Mile as well.
The captain finally entering.
Yeah. And then Isuke taking over for Hiroshiki. And yeah, this will be, I feel like this will be a pretty close one, because, you know, No Mod 1 is generally pretty easy map. So, oh, Cameragod is back. And yeah, Cameragod being that all-round player, definitely makes sense that they keep him in.
Yep, for sure, for sure. Very strong performance last couple of maps as well. So here we go, getting the MP settings in. MP start 5 is now in the chat. Let's go.
Awesome back and forth before we start.
Alrighty, getting started on this pick here. No Mod 1, a very grindy map, just has to be consistent across the entire thing. That is really what most No Mod 1s are all about. And oh no! That is very unfortunate for Team Japan here. That early in the song, especially considering it's such a chill start, already Norway going to be having that advantage. Maybe just a few nerves that they need to shake off coming in for the first time here, and still tons and tons of time for Japan to make that back up for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's not going to be as easy to make up, but so long as they combo, so long as Rindo and Isuke get good combos, like, it's not too consequential, especially like with Isuke's miss, regardless of old versus current score v2, like missing 100 in isn't such a big deal, but yeah, both of them missing quite early isn't so bad, because they should still be able to get like 970 maybe, and that is going to be a lot more punishing, as yeah, Chunk missing, more like broken up misses, like 1 every 200-300 combo is.
And another miss from Rindo.
Oh yeah, and it looks like Norway once again looking very strong on no mod again. 3-way FC right now. Everyone
3-way
SSing.
SS. That is a very, very nice team score so far. No slip-ups at all in any sort of manner, and yet another miss there from ACK and Molkus now too. Cameron God does trade that along with Mile, but they've built such a huge lead for themselves that I don't even know if I can really see Japan coming back from this stage. It could possibly happen if Norway just completely falls apart, but Benita holding that SS. Oh, that is... Okay, Benita does drop, and Japan does actually have a combo advantage technically here, so they will be able to pull that bar a little bit back towards their side, but they need to absolutely hold on to all of their combo here and pray that Norway finds a few more misses if they have any chance of winning this point.
Yeah, looks like it's still, you know, quite a large advantage to Norway, but if they miss a few more times and Japan manage to keep all their combos intact, there is a chance it could swing back. I mean, 100k is still quite a large gap right now, and it's going to become bigger as Molkus, being the only one to drop in that section, looks like he missed one of the wiggles.
Yeah, unfortunate there, and now Norway building that combo up very nicely here again, and now it's going to be a pretty comfortable end for Norway here. Closing it out with some nice combos. ACK and Rindo also finding good combos too, but unfortunately in the end they're just not able to capitalize on those few misses that Norway had, and as I said at the start, Norway is able to successfully consolidate that breakpoint and is now leading 3-1.
Yeah, all 980k point runs. Yeah, 983 and 2 985s. So very, very solid overall run, as the average miss is about 1 with that sort of scoreline, even though, you know, you do have your 3 misses there from Cameron Benita. But yeah, overall just, yeah, very well performed out of Norway, and this is going to make things a bit trickier for Japan, as now they need that break point.
Yeah, they really need to pick this map very considerately here.
I think that Hard Rock might be a fair pick to make. Only thing is, it sort of just depends on those other Norway players, because if you've got a couple of strong Norway players on Hard Rock, like especially early Hard Rock, where it's a lot more generous to a larger variety of players, like you've got your sort of like rock players for each mod. Like if you get, like, if all it takes is a few good scores from Norway to potentially take another breakpoint, but you know, there's a reason why they picked, you know, what they picked.
Yep, absolutely, and definitely thinking about it, that's for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think either way, like, I don't think even if Norway, like, I don't think if Norway wins that this would be an upset victory, just because of how closely they're seeded. Yeah, the interesting part will be to see if anyone sort of miss dashes towards the end around where your 700-800 combo is. Because there is the odd note that you can just sort of ignore and miss, which is kind of like a silly miss that you can make. It just sneaks up on you. So, you know, and sometimes in 20 situations, that sort of thing can kill a run.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so pretty chill start to this map, but now getting into it with a few of the fast nodes coming in. It's a very streamy map, not a whole lot of breaks in between nodes.
And
that's gonna be a
Snowwind's gonna
first
find
miss.
an early miss. Yeah, that's almost a bit
Yet
surprising.
another early lead
but-
for Norway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the thing is about Hidden being used as a reading tool for Hard Rock is I find it actually kind of makes judgment sometimes a bit weird for movements when it comes to moving on Hidden Hard Rock. Like, I think Hard Rock standalone is always just gonna be a better sort of way to read it. Unless you're just used to farming with Hidden Hard Rock, then of course, you know, you go with what you're used to. And yeah, 3-way FC from Norway right now. Want to get 3-way SS. Only the one miss from Snowwind in the lobby right now. And we might see a fair bit of this throughout the weekend, especially as we get to our closer seed matches where you just have whole teams like FCing and the difference is like one person missing. Especially in like next week's matchups when the seeding gets a bit closer as well.
Absolutely, and Snowwind, yeah, just that single miss from Snowwind is causing Japan to be a little bit behind here, but that is a miss from Camera God. That's going to swing it back, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a big miss. Benita,
miss from
though, going to
Benita!
miss as well. This is really good for Japan as they are going to defend against that second breakpoint, it's looking like. All they have to do is just hold on. They've got, especially if they wind it down, if they get it down to like the last 5-10 seconds and miss, it might not be very much of an issue. Look at that, they're already a fair bit ahead, but that might create a bit of issue. But that won't. They're going to trade with Vanilla.
Yep, there we go. No issues at all, and I think with not too much of the map left, there is a little bit of a hard ending here, but if all the players hold on for just a tiny bit longer, I think that's going to be it.
It is over. This is just, yeah, that last 10 seconds, and that is going to be about a 40-50k point difference, and Japan going, less than 37k. 37k points the difference. Molkus going to FC, and that FC made a lot of difference. As you can see, you know, everyone who missed dropped down to 970k, so that would have made it so much scarier for Japan.
Yeah, Molkus, the absolute carry there with the SS.
So that is another interesting point too, is the winner of this match next week, they will face South Korea. So, you know, they fight hard here, and then it's going to be even harder next week.
Okay, so now 2-3. Japan still definitely keeping their hopes alive for sure, but now it's back to Norway's pick here. Japan really need another breakpoint or it's going to be over. And it's going to be Mixed Mod 2 being picked here by Norway. The M2U song Corvadis, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but mapped by Yoshi Green. Absolute banger. And let's see if there's going to be some swap outs. I think there might be.
Oh, I don't know. I think Norway's roster will stay. That is a very Hard Rock hidden no mod lineup right there. So Mile will probably be taking hidden, then Camera will take Hard Rock, probably hidden Hard Rock, maybe, and then Sysef will be the no mod player. I'm guessing for Japan's side, we'll probably see. Oh, I'm not 100% sure actually. We might see we might see Molkus go hidden and then Hiroshiki no mod and Snowwind Hard Rock. If I were to register a guess anyway. I know Snowwind and Molkus can both play Hard Rock. Molkus might go for Hard Rock, but I guess we'll find out in 4 seconds. Oh, Molkus sticking with no modders. Yeah, no mod is a very important no mod is like really important mod to have, you know, your FCs on.
Oh no, we don't have them completely lined up here. Malchus, unfortunately, being in the bottom round of Japan, and Hiroshiki taking that top spot as a hidden player, but you can still lift them off. Hiroshiki and Mile on hidden, Snow Wind and Camera God on Hard Rock, and Malchus on Sicef on no mod, or respectively, for their teams. Starting it off with a miss, actually, from Hiroshiki on hidden very early.
Yeah, it's not too big of an issue. As we saw, you know, the early misses don't make too much of a difference in the last pick that we saw. Biggest thing will be, you know, going from now. And this is Norway's pick, so this might be the opportunity to take a breakpoint, as I find mixed mod tends to sometimes make a lot of skill gaps a little bit closer sometimes. As, you know, it has one mod that, you know, every player can sort of do. So if you have like players where you don't have quite the 3-man roster for each mod, but you have players who can play each sort of mod on their own, then, you know, mixed mod is sort of perfect for that.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Snowman's going to find a miss where Norway's looking really strong at the moment. Just the 2 droplet misses from Mile. 3-way FC.
Yeah, really impressive from them so far. Just holding that lead out and out. Those misses on the Japanese side are making all the difference so far. And, you know, only 2 misses, but Norway is able to capitalize to the absolute fullest so far, holding that 3-way FC and showing no signs of slowing down at all. As you said, only 2 droplet misses from Mile. Oh, that is going to be a miss from Camera God though, so that is the start of what Japan needs, but they need to also hold on and get a few more misses from Norway here. I reckon another miss might be able to do it if all of the Japanese players are able to hold on here. But right now, Mile and Sicef are looking super strong, and Hiroshiki is missed! That is huge for Japan, and also Norway, who are going to be able to, I think, consolidate their lead here and take this pick.
Yeah, you just see that blue bar creeping further and further towards Norway, just that little bit, and I think it's just, that is just point. It is, once again, like 80k ahead, so close to the end is just, you know, too hard to make back. But it was Norway's pick, so Japan does have another chance at a breakpoint, but they're going to need to take that breakpoint soon, and Norway has secured match points, so all they have to do is take one more point, and they take it home. You know, much to the well, let's just say a lot of people's pick'ems are about to go up a bit. But for
and my channel points as well.
Yeah, for potentially 23% of the players, oh, that is a big boost to their pick'em.
Yep, I guess betting half the channel points on this one probably wasn't the most wise decision, to be honest, but hey, you have to have faith in someone, and right now it's looking like I might have possibly put faith in the wrong team, but you never know. Japan can definitely still come back and put on an absolutely great performance, at least bring it to tiebreaker even. They do have this pick. But unfortunately, you know, if you think about it from their perspective, they are under a heap of pressure right now, being 4-2 down on match point, having to make up 2 points right now in order to save themselves.
Yeah, and they don't have that other Hard Rock pick to go for. So looks like they want to call a timeout. I think that's a fair shot to call timeout, strategize a little bit. They do have 2 no-mod maps open, but considering how Norway played the last 2 no-mod maps, very strong performances on no-mod 4 and no-mod 1. I think that, you know, something like no-mod 2, where it's like probably the most FCable of the no-mod maps, might not be the best pick. No-mod 3, you might be able to do something there, but at the same time, with how strong Norway is looking on no mod, they're probably best off maybe looking at DT, or even though they did lose the point on mixed mod, there is always that chance that they could take the point on mixed mod 1, and we haven't seen hidden So that could be an interesting pick as well.
Yep.
And then you've got the 50-50 win rate, you know, Norway taking DT3 and Japan taking DT2. So there's sort of a coin flip, I'd say, on DT1 maybe. I'd say there's a bit less quirk to DT1 than... I'd say DT1's probably a bit closer to DT3. I suppose it's probably more of the speedy pick as opposed to the other two. DT3 is still kind of speedy because you need to be fast on the snaps, but I'd say that's more like a technical precision pick over DT1.
Yep. That is definitely some good insight there. I think, yeah, definitely a good decision from Japan here to take that time out, you know, under so much stress. Maybe just taking a little bit of time to kind of calm their nerves and sort out what their pick is going to be here in order to get it back up to face Norway in the tiebreaker. And here we go, it is going to be Hidden 2, picked by Malkus there just now, mapped by Moru, my sound life. Let's see.
Yeah. DT mapper on Hidden. Very interesting. Although, come to think of it, I think this might actually be the first time I've seen a Moru map made for a hidden pool. Usually I see them made and I see them in the DT pool, and they're always fun. You know, a lot of banger maps in previous tournaments, like Pretty Little Psycho from AOT and Suzuki from the Catch International. Yeah, quite fun tourney maps that Moru tends to make, so yeah, this is going to be no exception, as it is quite a nice hidden map.
Okay, so after that nice break there for Japan, hopefully kind of settling those nerves from the absolute pressure that they're under right now, will they be able to kind of bring it back on this Hidden 2 pick? I mean, seeing a tiebreaker would be extremely hype, so let's hope that it can happen.
Yeah, well, we will find out now. I was about to say in 5 seconds, but that 5 seconds had already passed. And yeah, this might be another 50-50, as we have players from both teams who are quite good at hidden. Like, you've got Mile and Camera God, and I think Benita is pretty good as well at hidden. I haven't actually seen that many of Benita's plays, which is quite surprising, you know, considering, you know, been in catch a long time, but, you know, sometimes you sort of just miss the odd thing or two. Then, you know, obviously having Malkus, Snowwind, and Hero on hidden for Japan, Malkus being a very strong hidden player, and I believe Snowwind's pretty good as well.
Oh,
I think Hiroshiki can play. Yeah, so I think that is a second miss, actually.
Oh, I see. So already a nice early lead here for Japan, and if you look at the time for this map, it's only 2:13. It's definitely not the longest point, so Japan can kind of just stay chilled, stay their nerves, and ride through the storm. But Malkus is actually going to find a miss here, so that advantage is slowly going to be creeping back towards the side of Norway now, and I think Japan might be able to retain that lead though. Not by much, however, it's going to be very close. As
yeah, the score
bar entering the halfway point.
Yeah, the scorebar was shrinking quite a bit earlier, but it has slowed down a bit. But Malkus is still, you know, not very high in terms of combo, only has about the 100. But those earlier 2 misses from Benita, because they're a little bit spaced, it did put her a little bit behind in score, but she does have a bit of a better combo advantage now. So you might see that actually close up a bit towards the end of the map, provided no one else sort of misses.
And if you look at the bar right now, and actually the scores, it is super close. It's only about 10k score or something. Any miss from Japan is immediately going to flip that back over to Norway. But as we're closing the point out, Is it going to happen? Any miss is going to do it, or Mr. Norway is going to swing it back the other side.
Yeah,
this is, I'm not sure.
This is getting quite tense as they are very close. They are very close. So that looks like the end. That looks like the end.
I think it's going to be it.
Drop
Yep.
and Japan takes the point by 13,485 points. Just the 1 miss and the 3 miss. So yeah, that little bit of spacing between the 3 miss making all the difference. As, you know, combo game was good, but oh, that was close. 3-4, and Norway's still a match point. They have the pick now. I'm guessing that they're actually more likely to go to no mod, as they've had quite strong performances there, and it's probably the pick they're less likely to get break pointed on. But you never know. Just because they did well on the first two doesn't mean that they're gonna stay consistent.
Yep, absolutely.
But everyone there very strong on hidden, so that was definitely a coin flip, and it did work out in Japan's favor. But oh, that was close.
Just only by 13k score. That is a really, really tight margin. Just being able to close it out there, and here we are at one of the most tense picks of this entire match. Obviously, that one was, I guess the last 2 points have been really, really intense, and now that Norway has a chance to kind of pick a map that they're comfortable on and close this out, will they be able to do it, or can Japan bring it to tiebreaker?
Oh, mixed mod 1. So
no waiting at all, really.
Yeah, we could see something here. I think Norway definitely has the advantage on this mixed mod pick, but I think mixed mod or DT would be the more likely way to break point Norway out of all the mods. Yeah, it's very interesting to see the suggestion that even a one miss on that hidden pick would, you know, sort of like one missing.
Be able to
like, yeah, Malkus saying, you know, that, you know, getting carried by his team, even though he only one missed, like that
speaks
like,
volumes.
I wouldn't say carried, but you know, the suggestion that that could be the case is just kind of crazy, considering how close a lot of these points sort of have been or have had the potential to be, considering like the overall FC ability of the pool as well.
But it's the same artist that did Firmament Star, I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. Raymond.
It sounds very similar.
Yeah, it does sound a little bit.
Banger.
Could be from similar album. It could be from the same album.
A good point. But aside from the music, this is incredibly intense. Here we go. Possibly yet another possible final point. Now on Norway's choice of maps, so let's see how it turns out. We have Rindo and Camera God on Hard Rock, Malkus and Saisef on No Mod, and Hiroshiki and Mile on Hidden for this Mixed Mod 1 pick. 4-3, the way of Norway. Can they close it out? Will Japan be able to bring it to tiebreaker? We will see in about 2 minutes and 51 seconds time.
Yeah, perhaps sooner.
Ooh.
That early miss from Hiroshiki in the first 100. It's not going to be too consequential yet, but yeah, quite nervous. Hopefully it's not a sign of what might be to come.
Yep, hopefully not, but it looks like Norway seems very confident, obviously, for this pick that they have chosen. They're still holding all of those FCs out of the gate. Hiroshiki is able to consolidate that miss, build up that combo yet again, but even one miss like we saw in that previous pick can decide everything. It is a bit of a longer map here, but you never know what might happen. Still lots of time for Japan to be able to reclaim that score lead. It's only about 20k score or so not too much of a deficit.
Yeah, and also with this one, it actually has a proper break too as well. I can't remember if the last one did. I don't feel like it did. But yeah, having those proper breaks can sometimes be a bit worrying because sometimes you just look at the leaderboard out of habit and Miles gonna miss.
That is, I think that's going to bring it back to Japan's side. Yeah, it definitely will. Look at that bar, it's shrinking and shrinking, and shrinking, and it's about to flip, and there it goes. Japan is now back in the lead, but Hiroshige misses on the break. I cannot believe that they're going to be able to see the score.
That was so close. That was so close. They just had it. There's still chance, but and seeing that as well, seeing that you've just broken going into a break can sometimes be like so concerning. You get that thing in your brain like, oh no, I have to perform now, and if they don't miss, it's game over.
Yeah, and it honestly could be right now. If Norway just keeps holding on, it is going to be game over. Mile now getting that combo back up. Will it be enough? They are just keeping that lead just in their favour. Any miss from Norway's side right now.
It's starting to get too late now. It's 40k difference. It is too late. It is Norway's point. Norway take that last point on mixed mod.
They're going to be able to do it. The upset, in terms of the seedings at least, is there on an absolute nail-biter of a pick. 2 points in a row there, so close, only decided by 2 misses there, or 3 I should say. Absolutely incredible match, and Norway is taking it, and there go my channel points down the drain. Absolutely amazing performance.
Yeah, sort of like the opposite of what happened with Hidden 2 there, as, you know, Norway was the one who sort of had that 2 miss break, whereas this time Japan has that 2 miss break. So yeah, very unfortunate, but such a close matchup and a real good match to watch and cast as well. 5-3 to Norway, and that is going to throw a lot of people's pick'ems down a bit. But for those 23% of people who just had that foresight, who knew what was going to happen, well, that will give them a bit of an advantage.
Absolutely, and wow, that is just such an incredible performance. Just a really hype, exciting match between both teams there. Thank you all very much for playing and giving us such an experience. It was really just incredible, and there is going to be another match, hopefully just as exciting, in about 6 minutes.
Yeah, 6 minutes.
That is going to be between Taiwan and Great Britain.
So this will be interesting. I don't know if I've actually seen UK and Taiwan face off in CWC before. This one might be a new one to me. I feel like it probably has happened, but I've just never seen it. So yeah, 5 minutes from now we will have Taiwan versus UK, Great Britain. So that is going to be a interesting match to see, and then yeah, we've got a fair few back-to-back matches. We'll have Chile versus China, and at I believe it's 14 UTC, and then France and Finland at 15 UTC as well. So yeah, a lot to look forward to.
It's going to be a lot more very exciting matches, just like that one in this round of 32. So definitely stay tuned for all of those. But for now, I will be departing you for tonight. Thank you all for coming along to this stream. I am Maito, joined by Kujibo, and we will see you all soon.
See you very soon. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Osu Catch World Cup 2023 round of 32 matches. Now, just 5 minutes ago we had an excellent match with Norway and Japan, very close, Norway taking a technical upset 5-3. And now we have the United Kingdom versus Taiwan. I am Kujibo and I am being joined by debuting caster Ash Ketchum, formerly known as Huge Man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What a match we just had, Norway versus Japan. Wow, what a close one. Such an exciting match, and I hope that this match between Taiwan versus United Kingdom can prove to be as exciting. Super exciting.
Oh yeah, I'm guessing there was a lot of Nordic hype around that.
Oh yes.
Definitely.
Oh yes. Definitely.
And yeah, quite a strong Taiwan team. You definitely have your pretty solid players. You've got Bipu, who's always been a good all-round tournament player, speaking from experience. You've got Dodo Abi. I believe he is... don't think he's the current #1 in Taiwan, but he is former #1 in Taiwan. Very strong player, especially on your speed picks like your Hard Rock and whatnot. Nazarene on Osu, I don't know too much about. I know Happiness Fish and ZX, they do have a bit of tournament experience. I feel like I think I've gone up against both of them before. And then from UK, you've got Withered Lotus, who is a fairly good player, also seasoned tournament player, I'd say. Tomato, I don't know too much about, but I know he does have a fair bit of experience in tourney. I know Statskun is a pretty good low AR player, and a DC is also a pretty good player as well, seeing some of their plays from the Katsuiji tournament. And Matt H, everyone knows Matt H, one of the UK's best players. And also we have Zogoth, who I don't know too well as well. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how a lot of these players go in this matchup. Maybe you might have a bit of insight that I don't.
So on the UK side, DC is a newcomer on their side, and he will definitely, I think, in my opinion, be very beneficial to them as sort of their third mechanically strong player. They've always had Withered Lotus and Matt H, obviously, who are very strong players, but now DC is joining them as that sort of no-mod hard rock third. They also have Statskun, like you mentioned, who's a really good low AR player, but also low AR hidden. He did really well in qualifiers on the low AR hidden. And Tomato and Zogoth, both 2 3-digit players, and I think they also have played in the Catch World Cup before. At least Tomato has. Maybe Zogoth was in the 3-digit World Cup before. But yeah, on Taiwan side, like you said, Happiness Fish, ZX, Bipu, and Dodo Abi are very strong players, and on paper that roster is very strong.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I do remember seeing Tomato in previous tournaments, in previous CWCs. It is sometimes, a year is so much time sometimes, and other times it's just, it feels like it's just gone. But very excited to see how these teams go today.
Indeed. I think on an early round pool, it definitely could be closer than people would expect. Obviously, Taiwan is seed 10, whereas United Kingdom is seed 23. But on such an early round pool, I think there is a possibility of things going either way. So yeah.
Well, yeah, we did just witness that a little bit. I think to a bit less of an extent, as Norway was a pretty strong roster. And, I feel like Norway's a bit of an underrated roster, so we might see that a bit with the UK in this case as well.
I think they're definitely capable of performing on an early round map pool at least, for sure.
So yeah, it looks like Nazarene rolls 88 points, so UK with the first ban. I didn't see what they rolled, but 88's a pretty hard roll to beat. And it looks like Withered Lotus going to ban No Mod 3.
It's an interesting ban. It seems like the higher seeded teams are usually the ones that ban that against the lower seed, but this time United Kingdom being considerably lower seeded than Taiwan, actually banning that, so they must not feel very confident on that.
Either that or, being like a very well-known team with Taiwan, a lot of other teams sort of know what they, as a team, are pretty good with. So sometimes you can sort of pick around a player's, like, a team skill set. So we might even just be seeing that, or maybe it is just that case that they're not confident, so they don't want something that might be used against them to be available.
That's true. Both teams are actually quite strong on hidden here, so I don't think... I was about to say that Taiwan could ban hidden too, because people like Stats could, but Taiwan definitely has a good hidden roster as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. As you know, they've got Bipu. I think Dodo can play a bit of hidden as well, and I think ZX can also do it, and I think Happiness is also pretty good at that sort of stuff as well, if I'm not mistaken. Hard Rock 1 ban out of Happiness Fish. See, that one is almost a little bit surprising to me, as Taiwan you'd think would actually be going for picks with Hard Rock.
Yeah, Hard Rock 1 as a ban is surprising to me as well. Maybe it's, it's quite a long map, and maybe there's a possibility of both teams doing well on it, so they don't, want to have the possibility of nerves getting in the way and something like that. I don't know, but it's an interesting ban for sure. I would have favored Taiwan on that, but now it is their pick.
Yeah, I found it interesting. Let's see Tiebreaker get flashed for a second. Looks like they picked Tiebreaker.
There it is. The first pick is Tiebreaker.
First pick is Tiebreaker. So Hidden 2 is going to be the real first pick.
That is interesting. Like I said before, I think both rosters can do pretty well on Hidden here. And,
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, maybe this is some sort of tactic to just gain the first point and gain momentum. But dominating on this.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, we saw in the last match, both teams good at hidden, and it just wound up being a coin flip, just having that one hidden map open, and they picked the hidden, and it was one average miss that made a difference.
Yeah, exactly. I think this could be close.
Yeah, it is. It does seem like one of those 50-50 picks. And I do believe Zolgoth actually may have played last year in CWC. Yeah, I was going to say, it was a very familiar name. Yeah, I remember seeing Zolgoth play.
Was he on the roster?
Yeah. So he does have that CWC experience, and that may come in handy here. As we know, while the nerves truly never leave, experience helps calm them a little sometimes. But yeah, I was gonna say, because he did seem like, one of their lower AR players a little bit, but yeah, that bell didn't ring for a minute until I actually looked at the lineup for the hidden pick.
Matt H with an early miss there. Another one.
Yeah, that one is actually a bit more surprising to me, because I was going to say, I've always known Matt H as a speed player, like your hard rock and especially your double time player. Nazarin also going to miss early, so Matt H going to have that little combo advantage that flicks it to the UK early on. Stats couldn't going to miss as well. Maybe just feeling those 20 debut nerves, sorry. And it's still early days, so it's just a difference of one miss right now, so we'll probably see about 50-60k points difference, as there wasn't much distance between each of the misses.
Yeah, a bit surprised that Stats can miss on this, to be honest. I would have expected him to be the carry for the UK here, but Zolgoth still with a full combo, but a double FC on Taiwan, so
it could just be one of the... Oh, Zolgoth gonna miss. It could just be one of those things where you have like, you know, those nerves don't necessarily crop up as much in qualifiers just because like it's a bit less like your actual match formatty, and you do have like those two chances. It's not, you know, it's not just here's your map, this has to be the play.
Well, Statsgun did play in last year in Catch World Cup, and he did really well in the lower hidden maps as well, so he does have experience.
Oh, he does have that experience. Yeah, there you go.
TX phone him this there, though.
Mistake.
The
Yeah,
score
that is
closer.
that is going to be very helpful for the UK.
The score's actually really close, only about 50,000 points between them, 50 to 60,000. Any miss from either side to change things up here. Approaching the end of the map. Could be too big. He finds a miss there, but it's almost right after. No! Oh, there goes the hope.
That's very close, you know. Very close. I think Taiwan might have still had the point even if Zogov held that last bit though. Because the distance was still about 49k, where like being so close to the end you may not necessarily close that in all that quick. But I do know that was Taiwan's pick anyway, so you know it's no big issue if your opponent takes a point on their own pick in the early game.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was too late, even if Zogov didn't miss there, but that was still a pretty close one to start things off with. And that should maybe give United Kingdom a bit of hope, as they pick Nomad 1.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, quite close, definitely. Like, the difference is still about one miss, maybe 1.5 misses with your 49k difference.
Interesting pick here, Nomad 1. I guess they're trying to rely on consistency and, you know, maybe rely on some nerve misses from Taiwan.
Yeah, well, I was going to say AR 9.1, it is that lower AR, but then they did ban Nomad 3. Although I suppose Nomad 3 is a bit more of a technical pick than Nomad 1. And, you know, it's got its wide sliders and whatnot. It's got those patterns that you sort of really need to hit well to perform on, whereas Nomad 1 is a lot more relaxed, I'd say. You know, the only thing that I've seen trip players up for the most part is just the wiggles around the streams. That seems to be, especially the second set of wiggles into streams, that seems to be the one that catches the most players out. And we will be getting into our second pick of the match, Nomad 1.
I still believe that this could be a close one.
Oh, definitely. Only time will tell.
DC making his Catch World Cup debut here, playing his first ever map in an official Catch World Cup match now.
And DC just having finished up playing Suiji as well, only about a week or two ago. So yeah, fresh out of a tournament, so maybe learning, you know, a fair bit of tournament play. I mean, obviously, you know, a for fun tournament versus the Catch World Cup is a bit different in terms of like pressure and scale, but you know, that bit of tournament experience definitely couldn't have hurt.
I mean, it's not just tournament experience, they won the tournament, his team, so he's coming off here from a win.
Well, there you go, that is definitely a confidence boost.
For sure, for sure. Triple FC from both teams here. Just a spinner difference so far on Taiwan's side, I think.
Yeah, everyone looking quite clean at the moment, and yeah, Taiwan, I suppose, does make sense that they would have that little bit of spinner advantage, especially having like so many like veteran players and like very high level players. You know, spin is definitely something that they would have practiced a fair bit. We do have one droplet miss coming out of Withered Lotus from the looks of things, but that's not really going to make much of a difference. That miss might make a difference though. But there's still heaps of time. We're not even halfway through.
That is an unfortunate miss from Withered Lotus. He's not going to be too happy about that, I think.
Yeah, quite a good first spin out of Happiness Fish. The second spin kind of 50-50, but I'd say the third definitely made up for it.
All Taiwan has to do now is just hold those full combos, and the point is theirs. But you know, on such a map, such a consistency map, here we go with the wiggles and the stream parts. Oh, Soggle finds a couple of misses there. And Taiwan's lead will only grow.
Yeah, that's just 2 sets of 1 misses so far. DC still maintaining his full combo. But yeah, the 3-way SS from Taiwan looking very strong right now. And yeah, we might see an early breakpoint, but an early breakpoint is still recoverable. And we still have about another 300 combo to go. So there's still time for that gap to close. It is running out, but there is still time.
I really don't want to curse it, but look at a DC on his debut here. His first ever Catch World Cup map, full comboing.
Yeah, with only the 1 droplet miss too, so quite good accuracy as well.
I hope I didn't curse him.
Nah, there is no such thing as cursing. Zogoth gonna find a miss, and a DC hitting the streams almost. Gonna come a bit loose there and miss, but definitely still doing quite well. Dodo AB gonna trade, but the 2 SSs are just proving to be too much to handle, and yeah, Taiwan gonna take a very healthy breakpoint here with the 2-way SS.
I want to make a formal apology to a DC for mentioning that he was FCing. I feel like that's on me, and you know what, you can blame me for that one.
There are no curses here. Just bad luck.
This is my first time casting as well, and I've already gotten 1 curse. Let's go.
Yeah, Taiwan going to take a second point, and yeah, getting over the 3 mil mark. So yeah, just the 1 miss out of Dodo AB. Slight droplet miss towards the end out of Happiness Fish, but yeah, 2 AFC, and yeah, very strong performance.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that. I think the United Kingdom did the right thing by picking this, but when Taiwan performs like that, 2 FCs and 1 miss, it's just hard to go against that. So fair play.
Yeah, it's just that thing, you know. You've got like like half a miss average for Taiwan is just really hard to go up against.
And that is the first break point, and now it is Taiwan's turn to pick. They surely have the momentum here, so they can pick pretty confidently.
Yeah, I feel like if I were Taiwan, they probably might actually go for no mod 4 here, if I were to predict. Because I know Taiwan has very strong convert players, and considering how well they just performed on no mod, the convert pick might actually be a massive pick from them.
Yeah, I think you're right. Taiwan is very strong on converts, and them picking that would not be surprising.
DT1, so I think this is the first time I've seen DT1.
It hasn't been picked a lot, at least. Yeah, maybe never. But it kind of makes sense. It's quite a mechanically challenging map, and Taiwan, on paper, is better at mechanic skill.
Yeah, I'd say out of the DT maps, I'd probably say DT3 would be a bit more of your sort of technical or mechanical pick, as opposed to this one, where this one is probably your closest to a speed pick. Although none of them I'd really say are speed picks that, you know, AR 8.2 being the highest. But yeah, for a relative speed pick, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, relative to this map pool for sure. Although DT3 is, like you said, probably the most challenging one in the whole pool, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I actually think Taiwan has been having the same roster for all the picks so far.
Yeah, I don't think they've actually changed up yet. Yeah, it looks like we will have Withered Lotus, Matt H, and Zogoth for this pick for the UK, which does make sense as I do believe Withered Lotus is also pretty good at DT, and obviously we know Matt H is pretty good. I think Zogoth would. I haven't seen Zogoth play much DT, but obviously he'd be, one of the better players on DT out of their team as, in that third player. Oh, Happiness Fish gonna find the early miss. That was a very interesting miss.
Yeah, it looked a bit fishy.
Oh my
Matt
God.
H trades right after. That is really, really unfortunate. Matt H is supposed to be the DT player, and he misses again, actually. That is really not good for the United Kingdom.
That is what I define as fighterish, when you're used to reading all those faster approach rate DT maps where you just misjudge the distance because of how slow some of the maps are.
There's another miss from Matt H, and Sokol finds one with him. Oh, it's not looking good for the United Kingdom here. Taiwan growing their lead.
And yet, Dodo AB and ZX still assessing, and with the Lotus also still FCing as well. And yeah, very skilled team on pretty much everything, especially in the early stage with Taiwan, as we sort of have played everything aside from Hard Rock.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Taiwan seems to be a really, really solid early round team. Getting really, really good team scores on every map so far. And United Kingdom is struggling to compete with them. Even now, they don't have too bad of a team score here, but Taiwan, just with that double FC, and then that one miss from Happiness Fish early on, it's really hard to compete against such a performance.
Yeah, Matt H gonna find a miss there, but yeah, like you said, with this strong performance, it's really hard to fight against that. With the Lotus gonna find a miss, Zogoth is now the combo, keeping the flame burning for the UK right now, but it is a very rough fight in this last quarter.
Yeah, Matt H just found some really uncharacteristic misses here. I guess, like you said, it's the platter issue. Used to playing high air DT, and you're forced to play air 8.2 DT in a tournament. You're maybe gonna struggle with it.
Mix that with nerves too, and you do find a lot of those uncharacteristic misses. And yeah, looks like if I'm not mistaken, one miss runs from Zogoth and Withered Lotus. Yes, Matt H missing a little bit, but with the two FCs, the two SSs coming out of Dodo AB and ZX, there's nothing they really could have done there, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that could have beat that would have been a triple FC, but that's a lot to ask for. So
yeah,
Taiwan just played really, really well.
Not easy. Yeah, very, very strong in this opening. So looks like we'll see Mixed Mod 1 next.
It's an interesting pick. If I had to guess, I would put maybe Matt H on Hard Rock, Statskud on Hidden, and Sokoth on Nomad for the United Kingdom. On Taiwan's side, they can do a lot here, actually. They could do a lot of variety. Maybe Dodo Ebby on Hard Rock. Or ZX.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll probably see Dodo on Hard Rock, and then maybe ZX Hidden and Nazarene on Nomad. If I had to pick, then definitely see Stats on Hidden there, I reckon, and then maybe Zogoth be the Nomad and Matt be their Hard Rock player. Although, considering how well Zogoth played that DT, if his speed ability is interchangeable, then we might actually see, that flip. We might even see Zogoth play Hard Rock.
Indeed, looks like Sokoth's actually been playing really well for the UK so far. And,
yeah, definitely.
And yeah, shout out to Sokoth.
Apologies, my Discord has a habit of randomly crashing for no reason and then immediately restarting, so
Welcome back, at the very least.
thank you.
Thinking maybe Nazrin was brought in for hidden, because we haven't seen him play a map so far, I think. So it could just be that Nomad.
Yeah, that you could be right there actually. I mean, we know that ZX is pretty good on your Nomad, and yeah, looks like you're right. Nazarin will be playing hidden. And yeah, looks like Matt's gonna go for Hard Rock, Zogoth on Nomad, and Stats on hidden there. So say both outcomes are pretty expected.
Did we predict 100% correctly? Are we, we go 6 for 6?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was 100% guess, right? That's just too easy to guess, you know.
True. Yeah. Now at the start of the map. Ooh, Matt H finds an early miss there.
Under dashing that slide ahead and missing, I think, the triple as well, the middle of the triple, but it is early days. It's early days. The nerves are there, but it's alright. As you know, Taiwan do have the 3-way SS right now, but you know, first 300 combo, it's very early, and I find some of the misses actually come quite later, around 700-800 combo. So we might see some misses there that might be a fair bit more impactful.
Yeah, so far triple SS from Taiwan. Nazrin on hidden. On ZX on Hard Rock and Nomad. I mean, not looking like they're gonna be missing anytime soon. It's very impressive. Sokolov actually still holding the SS for the UK, but Statskun finds another miss there. So now he has to build up some more combo again. Matt H. Oh, Matt H. Look, he misses this when I said his name. That was insane. That was like witchcraft.
Oh my god. And yeah, Zogoth once again the last man standing for his team, holding that SS well, tied with ZX right now. The 3-way SS, how do you fight against that? Like I said, we might see some misses around here, we may not. And yeah, see, especially with Hard Rock, like it's very easy to mess this up.
Yeah, I mean, this is not an easy map on Hard Rock. Even like that's to emphasize how impressive Hard Rock is on Dodo Ebi's side here as he holds the SS.
Yeah, just doing Dodo Ebi things. And yeah, very convincing Taiwan point there. Going for that 3-way SS. Will they close it out with the 3-way SS?
It would be very impressive and honestly unbeatable. Especially on a break point, imagine that. Oh, Saga finds a Mr. Right at the end, dropping his FC. That is so unfortunate.
Oh, very unfortunate, but still got over that mil mark, so, you know, it's still close enough.
And there you go, triple SS from Taiwan. I mean, is it possible to beat that?
Yeah, that is just insane. You know, that is absurd.
And that cannot be good for United Kingdom's mental either here. I mean, when it's 4-0 now and they're on match point and it is Taiwan's pick, UK has to just, you know, recover quick.
Yeah, guess we've seen a bit of everything except for Hard Rock. Hard Rock's the one mod bracket that we haven't seen a pick from yet. So I wonder if they all go for every mod bracket. Or I wonder if they'll go for just another DT or another no mod or something. They've looked pretty strong on pretty much everything. I think the closest one was, I believe, Hidden, if I'm not mistaken, and going for Mixed Mod 2. So yeah, with such a strong performance, it makes sense. Will they SS the entire Mixed Mod pool though?
Imagine
That is
that.
the real question. Imagine if they can pull that off.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to pick Mixmod 2 after triple SSing Mixmod 1. It's definitely a very straightforward pick from them, and they hope to close out the match with that. Will United Kingdom be able to fight back in any manner? That is the question.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit tricky, but you never know. So I think we might have a slight ref issue at the moment. Yeah, it looks like our ref got momentarily disconnected. It looks like they're back.
Unlucky.
So the pick is Mixmod 2. Oh, looks like we've got the wrong Mixmod 2.
Just a little bit of technical issues here, no big deal. But yeah, there it is, Mixmod 2.
Yeah, so it looks like Withered Lotus might be coming in for Matt H, so coming in to take over the Hard Rock, and then I'm guessing they'll stick with Zogoth on No Mod as he was really strong in terms of performance there, so...
Yeah, Soko's been playing really well this match.
Going toe-to-toe in the past couple maps, so... Yeah, that consistency definitely, you know, doing at least a bit, hopefully, for morale.
Indeed, and it makes sense that Withered Lotus is coming here to replace Matt H. It seems like Matt H has been, you know, having an off day, to say the least. I hope that he can 4-0 down. That's impressive. That really is. That really is. And Sokoth has been playing so well this entire match for the United Kingdom. It was still really close. And Taiwan played well, but the UK can definitely be happy with that point for sure. And I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but I am going to say that reverse sweep could happen now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that potential's always open. I mean, that boosted consistency. And it paying off now. So maybe that FC in maybe that strong play from Zogoth earlier, maybe that boosted the morale. Maybe they were like, we're still in this. Maybe we can throw down. And looks like we've got Hard Rock 2.
Interesting pick, honestly, versus Taiwan. But Withered Lotus obviously just SS'd Mixmod 2 with Hard Rock, so maybe he as an individual is feeling really confident on Hard Rock right now. And maybe they have 2 other players that can help support him.
Yeah, we get to see every mod in this match. Nice.
It is true. Every single mod bracket has been picked.
Yeah, the lower AR, the 9.8 memory map. And yeah, so you don't usually see the melee maps in the Hard Rock pool. You generally see them in the hidden pool normally. So
Yeah,
you've got a interesting change. Quite. This map is going to be very punishing to misses though, as it is about 50k per miss that you lose. Depending on where you lose it as well. If you lose it right in the middle, that's gonna punish you majorly. I think it's something like 53, 54k.
Yeah, that is not what you want in an ideal world. Interesting to note here that the UK has picked Hard Rock 2, and the mapper of Hard Rock 2, JBI Piran, is also from the United Kingdom and has played for the United Kingdom at the Cash World Cup before. So maybe they're hoping for a little bit of a mapper buff here.
Yeah, the map buff may be real. It looks like we have our Hard Rock lineups. Matt H with the Lotus and Zogoth for UK, and Happiness Fish, ZX, and Dodo Ebi for Taiwan.
And on the UK side, Withered Lotus, the one that just SS'd Hard Rock on Mixmod 2, and Zogoth, he's been playing really consistently for the United Kingdom this whole match, and then Matt H, the highest ranked player and the high AR carry, supposedly, on the United Kingdom side. This is the lineup that they need here if they want to get maybe a second point.
The lineup. Yeah, oh my. The 50-50. So I'm seeing that JB will bring their team with the spirit, will carry with the spirit. Others not so confident that that's the case, but we will see. I believe in the spirit carry.
Ooh, Sokoth finds an early miss there. It's not starting off too well for UK. But it is really early on, so if Taiwan is able to find some misses, then it shouldn't matter too much.
Yeah, that 80 combo miss is not a surprising one. I think just about every match has had at least one person, when this has been picked, miss on that 80 note. As you know, it is just that memory note. It's not the most harsh memory note, but you know, it will definitely catch you out if you're not almost on the mark at least. Like if you're off the mark a bit, it'll catch you. And yeah, we almost see getting caught out a bit on these memory notes as well. Again, Taiwan looking very strong on this. You know, not wiggling too much. You know, not trying to not overcompensating very much, sort of just having those snaps well.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, Taiwan is always going to be a really solid Hard Rock team. So, I mean, on early round pools, you may even predict that.
Oh, ZX gonna miss!
There you go. There's a miss. So this actually brings a lot of hope to the UK here. Sokov on an early miss. They could actually, they could get the lead here.
That is a dangerous miss. We are now closing. We've got 39 combo to go. Is it gonna flip? Yes! It is going
over right at the end of the map. Wait, what?
And that spin, and that is going to be the closest match I have seen so far. 6,000 points difference, 6,100, not even.
Wait, the UK gets another point here.
6,038 points different. And yeah, it looks like some people have lost their pick'ems.
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of people have lost their pick'ems.
Yeah, solid run to the UK.
Wow, I mean, fair play. Fair play to the UK here. Holding strong. Withered Lotus with yet another SS on Hard Rock. Very impressive. Then Matt H with the FC as well. Sokov, just those two early misses, I think. And they take the point here. Wow, very impressive.
Yeah, that's the difference. The difference of the combos there. You know, 30 combo... No, what is it? 34 combo, the difference between Zogoth and ZX, and yeah, that making that 6,000 point gap.
Matt H giving me a little bit of a shout out there in chat saying low AC FC. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Yes. I think he's referencing the Mixed Mod 1 FC I got in Suji, where I got 97.94% with an FC.
Oh, yeah, low-AC FCs are always fun. Especially when you do those 8-star FCs that are worth less than 700 PP.
Ah yes, the low accuracy meta.
Yeah, low accuracy meta, just one and done.
But yeah, this is very impressive from the UK here, getting 2 points back, being 4-0 down. And now it is Taiwan's pick. They pick Hidden 1. They did win Hidden 2, but it was close to be fair. It was close, but yeah, Hidden 1 is another pick, and they hope to maybe close out the match with this.
Honestly, yeah, that last Hidden pick was quite close, so we might see another close match, even something that UK could potentially take. The thing is I'm surprised they haven't gone back to no mod, because no mod was probably their most dominant win so far.
Yeah, it's actually an interesting point. Instead they opt.
Well, aside from Mix Mod 1, but yeah, aside from Mix Mod 1, you know, No Mod 1 and DT1 were both really strong victories as opposed to Hidden, which was a bit closer, but maybe they are stronger on Hidden 1 than Hidden 2. As, yeah, I believe Hidden 2 was Hidden 2 was also a Taiwan pick.
Yeah, it was the first pick of the match, and Taiwan was able to edge it out. But the UK has momentum here. Withered Lotus, Matt H, and Statskun here on Hidden. Will they be able to pull something out? Oh, an early miss there from Matt H. Actually, not early enough because they were already at 200 combo.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make that as much of a difference as it used to, but it still definitely makes more of a difference than being 100 combo in. Like, it still makes that little bit of a difference, but we might see the misses come through from Taiwan. Like, if Taiwan were to miss right now, that would be very advantageous for UK. And with Lotus gonna miss instead, bit unfortunate. And yeah, that lead is gonna very quickly creep Taiwan's way. So getting about a 60k advantage in those two misses.
Yeah, and still a triple FC from Taiwan. And with the Lotus Lens, yeah. It's not looking too good for the UK right now. Stats still holding the FC though.
Yeah, and I think what I was saying before about maybe Taiwan being a bit more comfortable on this hidden 1 pick as opposed to the hidden 2. I think we're seeing that right now. As yeah, the AR is a little bit up. It is, you know, probably a bit trickier in terms of like overall patterns and movements. And ZX gonna find a miss, but with the 2 FCs coming from Nazarin and Dodo AB, it's still very much just the Taiwan performance right now. Matt H gonna find a miss as well, trading with ZX, so yeah, negating that as well. Stats still going quite strong though. And Dodo AB, ZX, your trade.
Wait.
Oh, the 3 miss!
A team miss. It's a team miss from Taiwan. Withered Lotus and Statskin are still holding really impressive combos here. Stats with the FC, and there's more misses from ZX. Wait a minute, could this flip over?
That scoreline is closing. It's not closing fast.
Matt H on a miss there as well, yeah. Oh, and there's a triple miss, no.
Oh no, the combos. And yeah, that score just goes straight back up to Taiwan, just jumping on that little advantage and just taking a mile.
Well, that could have been something. That could have been something for the UK. Withered now finding more misses here on the slow part. Obviously quite unhappy with the misses that he found there. That really could have been something. That was the chance, but unfortunately, they found misses when they really shouldn't have, for their sake.
Yeah, that's kind of scary how quickly those scores were able to flick over by such a substantial margin too. Like, you had the 3 miss one way and then the 3 miss the other way, and it just went.
It went right, left, yeah. But that looks like it's gonna be it. Taiwan is gonna be taking that match point, and it's gonna make it 5-2. I have to say, well played to the United Kingdom for getting those 2 points and playing well throughout the whole match, honestly.
Yeah, UK putting up a very solid fight. Stats getting nearly a 900 combo there, so topping the lobby in combo and almost in score. Very close to Nazarin, who just had a bit higher score with the lower miss count. But yeah, very, very solid performance. And yeah, Taiwan, pretty smart pick in the end for them. And they will close it out 5-2.
Yeah, good game, well played to both teams. Taiwan played really well the whole match, and the UK put up a hell of a fight, so...
Oh yeah, and we got to see some really solid plays come out from those UK players, you know, showing that they're still a threat.
Indeed, and I mean, who knows, maybe they could put up that sort of a fight in the losers bracket as well. Maybe it's not over for them, but Taiwan moves on, goes to the round of 16 in the winners bracket. So, congratulations, Taiwan.
Yeah, very, very solid performance to them. Now, I believe in about 11 minutes from now, we will have yet another match for you guys. Chile versus China. So yeah, don't go too far at all, because we still have plenty of excitement, as after the Chile versus China match as well, we will go directly into France versus Finland too. And then a few more of the matches we have lined up: Poland versus Brazil at 17 UTC, Colombia versus Russia at 18 UTC, and then Canada and Peru at Sunday 1 UTC, USA and New Zealand at 2 UTC, Philippines and Denmark at 11 UTC, and Australia versus Sweden at 12 UTC. So we still have a few matches left for today, 4 to be exact, and then, you know, that smooth transition over to tomorrow's matches.
Indeed.
But until then, I have been Quijibo, and I believe this will be my last match of the night. So thank you all for having me. And I have been joined by Ash Ketchum.
Yes,
Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in about 9 minutes.
And I'd rather die first, drunk, give you fake fuck, silly time on my energy. Born with the knowledge of a whore, never lying, never have a hard time to the fine of the finest. And I'd rather die first, drunk, give you fake fuck, silly time on my energy. Born with the raw, 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 fuck, silly time on my energy. Fuck, silly time on my energy.
めくり合う輪廻の定めの中で星屑の糸頼りに手繰り寄せたその流れに逆らうよただ君と描いた夢を歌うよ宵の奇跡輝く時綴る歌悲しく別れ告げる言葉さえも見当たらずにさよなら夜が明けて目を閉じた君はまだ少し怯えて絆見失うことないように鳴り止まぬ彼星屑の雨願いなせ落ちる星叶わずに瞬く奇跡描き闇を払えて永遠を君と誓うように知らぬ嫌かは定めの中で降り積もる雪解けと共に目覚めてそれがたとえ幻でも茨の道を君と渡る一つ罪の形瞳の奥に焼き付けて二つ誓いの言葉とまたわず時は刻む傷跡
Hello and welcome back to the Ketchum World Cup, everyone. I am Sekre. I'm going to be joined with Ash Ketchum. He was on the previous cast, and he is back here again. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Excited to watching cast more matches here. Chile versus China now. An exciting match. I mean, it would have been a really, really big name match a year ago or two. But unfortunately, China has seeded a little bit lower this year.
It's a little bit, minus like 25 or 28 seeds, something like that. But hey, doesn't mean that they can't put out a decent roster or a good match. They still have a pretty strong roster overall, in my opinion. They have 6 3-digits who are all above about 500. So I think they have potential to even get a few points here, maybe even make a complete upset depending on how Chile performs. Because Chile sometimes have a little bit of moments where they don't play the best or they just don't take things completely seriously. Who knows? We'll have to see how it goes into this match.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, on an early round pool, like the round of 32 pool, with a team of 6 3-digits that supposedly should be able to play every single map, you never know what could happen for sure.
Yeah, the big thing though is that Chile does have some really strong early round players, specifically Elden L. That guy is a beast when it comes to these maps. So, looking forward to see specifically how Elden L will do today. You see him already typing in the chat, so we know he's here at least.
Oh yeah, he's here and he's ready to play. Actually, yeah, kind of funny. Kafu Chile on China's roster with Chile in his name.
Oh my god, Chile versus Chile. Guys, just predict Chile to win, and you won't lose. Trust.
Win-win.
CBC Fairy Bread typing in the chat, your band Chile, but who is he talking to? The team or the player?
Kafu Chile getting his ban ready. No, but Nomad 1 is the ban from Chile, the country. Understandable, I guess. It's a consistency pick, and I mean, they don't want to get caught off guard.
Out of all the things that is probably most comfortable to a team of newcomers to the World Cup scene, which is pretty much all of China right now, is going to be that Nomad 1 pick. It's going to be the thing that most people are used to if they're just playing normally.
Exactly.
We will be seeing China's ban. I'm personally expecting maybe a hidden 2 ban out of China, I think. Or hidden 1, yeah. Something along the hidden lines, because Chile's hidden roster is just really disgusting when it comes to these types of maps.
It's a really stacked roster indeed on hidden for them. And I mean, when you have a team like China with just 6 newcomers to the Cash World Cup, yeah, I mean, hidden as a tournament skill is not seen that often anyway. So
yeah, it's one of the skills that you kind of build up less unless you're a tournament player, and if you're just 6 new people, not a high chance you're gonna have that develop to the highest degree. So we're gonna be seeing China's first pick here momentarily. It's gonna be Hard Rock 2. I think this is probably a decent pick to catch Chile off guard if they aren't expecting it, maybe. You know, get them off guard with the reading or some of the jumps that they might not be wary of.
indeed, I mean, there's an early memory jump in this, I believe. So if China has practiced this, then there's definitely some hope for them. And like, I mean, we've said before, like, it's a team of 6 3-digits, and on a pool like this, there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to perform on this.
Yeah, I think all the players pretty much have the capability to actually FC the maps, especially on Team China this year. It's just actually getting into the lobby, doing it, you know, keeping the nerves down, all that stuff.
Exactly. Exactly, and we see Shina Minatsu on Chile's side. It's interesting.
I think they need to swap for Kafu Chile.
Yeah, for Kafu Chile on Chile.
We're going to be seeing, I think, Eldenel, Don't Play CTB, and Stark for the side of Chile. For this one, it seems like they're just sorting out who's getting in what slot. But that's a pretty interesting roster for me on something like this. Usually you'd see Arisiel, Pekarat on the Hard Rocks.
I guess, you know, at this difficulty, it's just pretty much anyone can do it.
I mean, yeah, especially for Chile. I mean,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Eldenel is probably their most consistent player, I'd say, along with Pekarat. So having him in for Hard Rock still works as long as he can play the map. Osun, I think they probably want him to get more experience this year because he is the newcomer on Team Chile. Osun being Don't Play CTB.
Definitely not a name to be overlooked, though. I mean, his name is Don't Play CTB, but he plays CTB.
He plays a lot, and he plays good. I will say, he plays good.
One of the scariest names on the roster, in my opinion. His Nomad endgame capabilities are just out of this world, honestly.
He's definitely up there. He's able to compete with, I'd say, like, top 20 Nomad skill in, like, global, which is honestly really good considering he's lower ranked than that. So, hoping to see some good things out of him specifically this year on the Grand Finals map pools if Chile gets there. We see Team China's roster being Shinamitsu, Yui, and Times. Seems like that's going to be locked in over there on the side of China.
I feel like Times is definitely a name I've seen before, and I feel like they've played in tournaments before and not done too badly. Just not the Cash World Cup, but I think they may even play a bit of double time, or maybe I'm misremembering.
Take a little bit of a peek. Yeah, they do play DT. They actually have my maps as their top plays pretty much, so I respect them, you know.
There you go, the Secret DT farm.
Oh man, but you know, it's hopefully we get to see some good scores on this one. I do think that if China is picking this first, they're definitely ready for this. So
yeah, they for sure practiced.
Oh yeah, they're ready for this map in specific if you're picking it first. I know that's usually a pretty good strategy is you pick the gimmicky map first, the one that can catch people off guard, and maybe you just are ready for it, the other team's just not ready for it. Best use of a first pick, in my opinion.
And I mean, in the best case scenario, if you are able to catch them off guard and win, then you've definitely got momentum on your side, and you're in there with confidence, and the other team maybe not so much.
Oh yeah, for sure. The big thing though is that this map is slightly lower than Air 10, so even though it is going to be tighter on the reading, it's not going to be as tight as it would be for some players.
Yeah. Bit of a client issue, I think, because it says Don't Play CTB has 100%, but his combo is significantly lower.
Yeah, I think he's still FCing, just the combo hasn't caught up. But no, he's not FCing, so. But Yui's gonna trade that one over pretty quickly.
And
It's
time's
still
already
gonna be
fallen.
relatively even. Yeah, time's getting a drop as well. Gonna make that not as even.
I believe those were the memory jumps as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Now Sheena, Minatsu, the only FC. Elden L actually finds a miss there, so now it's just Sheena and Stark.
Yeah,
The
it's
only
gonna
FCs.
bring it back over to China if everybody can keep their combos up going right now.
It's gonna flip over just slowly but surely.
And
Oh,
as
but
soon as
Sheena
they-
Minatsu.
yeah.
Ooh.
It ain't flipping anymore, not right now. They need at least one more miss from the side of Chile to be able to flip it back over. And there it is, right there. Stark getting a miss in the slow section. So there is hope still.
Commentator witchcraft going on right now. We mentioned
yeah.
their names and they miss. It's honestly like it's real, honestly. But yeah, it's looking like it's gonna flip over actually, and yeah, China has the lead now.
Yeah, this is about a miss where if you miss about 120 combo from the end of the map, it's going to get a little sketchy in terms of score for China. But given that the map's almost over, we only have about 1/4 of the map left. It looks like China might be able to steal this first pick away from Chile, and it seems like it's going to be a good pick for them, honestly.
The score difference is still so close. I mean, it's like accuracy difference. Oh, but
Oh,
China
no.
Minatsu missed. Oh no! That's gonna
And it's
put the
going
lead
to
over.
swap right back to Chile.
Yeah.
You know, another miss at the end is still very possible to flip it right here. It's going to be close.
It is gonna be close. I mean, the score difference is still so close.
Yeah, there it is. Seems like they were just slightly too far away to take that pick. Yeah, it's going to be Chile taking the first breakpoint.
That was indeed really close. I think China did the right thing by picking this, and they definitely, you know, in another try, I guess they could have won that one, but
Oh,
Chile
yeah, that's just
played
one
well
miss
enough.
difference. That's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
one single miss, and you could have started off the match really strong versus Chile. Remember, they're like seed, what, 4? Something like that? So, bit scary.
Really scary stuff. And I mean, Chile maybe woke up a little bit from that. You know, maybe they're a bit more focused now, and you know, maybe they're going to take it a bit more seriously than they planned. But you never know.
I mean, yeah, it's not even like those were bad scores from Chile as well. They had a 1 miss, and a 2 miss, I think it was. So, I mean, hey, that just goes to show that China, even though they're ranked seed 29, it's still anything's possible on around a 32 full. Especially when players themselves, we know they can play the maps pretty much. They're all decent players, so just gotta pull it out. And Chile is gonna be picking Hidden 2, definitely expected for this one.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially after China's banned Hidden 1, they made it clear that they're not that confident on Hidden either. And Chile just has that insane roster on Hidden, so Hidden 2 definitely a strong pick for them.
You see Pekarat coming in. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing Lechu step in or start. Lechu being one of the players for Chile. Roster of Eldonel, Lechu Gwyn, Pekarat. You don't want to mess with that on Hidden for sure.
Even Stark on lower Hidden isn't that bad either, though. He's been
Yeah.
getting really good at it. I played with him in Suji, and he was able to FC a lot of the lower Hidden maps actually. So
I mean, I think all of Chile can pretty much play lower Hidden. Aristiel as well. It's not that bad on it.
like they're
But it is
born
going
with
to be
it.
that 3-man roster from before. And I think China so far keeping the same roster from the Hard Rock.
Yeah, it looks like there's not going to be any changes there.
And that's going to be a little bit tough, in my opinion, going from the Hard Rock Precision kind of memory gimmicky map to the lower AR Hidden. That's pretty much as far as a difference you can get between two maps.
Oh yeah, that's a quick adjustment you have to make as well.
Especially for newer tournament players, it's not as easy switching between those two mods in particular.
This is obviously the Moru custom map of this pool. I do want to say that I'm a big fan of Moru in his mapping, so I'm glad to see that he has a map here in this pool.
Oh yeah, these maps have been pretty decent so far, except this one's 215 looking like 213.
Oh yeah, that's... Come on,
Minus
come on.
1 point. I vote for this one.
Well, you can do
Should've
better than
added
that.
a spinner.
He actually managed a 2-second spin just to 50.
Seems like China's having some Bancho issues, so they are changing a bit of the roster. It seems they're going to be bringing in Paw Flood on the side of China.
Paw Flood is that's a name I've never seen before, I'll be honest, but I did obviously do research on the roster, and they are a 3-digit player, and they don't have that bad scores, to be honest, so it's going to be interesting to see how they perform here on Hidden too. I was going to say, you know, they're making their debut, but then I realized every single person on the Chinese roster is making their Cash World Cup debut, so...
Yeah. It's crazy going from one of the best rosters in history and then kind of starting completely fresh. Who knows, maybe in a few years, they're going to bringing it all the way back to the podium again. It's definitely possible.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is like a generational change, you know.
We are going to be seeing that first miss on the right side from Paw Flood. Everybody else holding FCs. Some SSs on the side of Chile.
Another miss there from Paw Flood. So far, so good for the other two Chinese players, though.
Yeah, they do have a few drop-up misses, but those aren't going to be that punishing in the long run.
So far, Lechu, the only one with the SS. As Pekkarat and Elvinor both found some drop-up misses as well. And it really is just Paw Flood's misses now making the difference. This is a fairly short map as well, so you know, any miss really counts.
Yeah, and that's only like maybe a miss and a half worth of difference between these two teams right now. Paw Flood did have 2 misses. Oh, yeah, it's going to be 2.5 misses at that point with the UV missing right there. And then another one from Paw Flood. You just see Chile, 3 FCs so far, and the map's almost done at this point. We got about 1/3 left of the map. This is the strength of Chile Hidden right here.
Yeah, the Hidden roster just, honestly, on paper looks unbeatable.
Definitely one of the best hidden rosters in the whole tournament.
Shina Minatsu, though, still holding the full combo for China, so very impressive from them. And, I believe Yui with just that 1 miss. So, not too bad. But, Triple FC. It's kind of hard to beat that.
Yeah, it's a little tough, not gonna lie. And honestly though, Shina Minasa missing right at the end, but those scores from China, they really weren't that bad. Like, the only one that kind of struggled on it was Paw Flood a bit, but having a 992 and 9454 as 2 players, as C29 on low air hidden, honestly is pretty good. But it doesn't compete with the Triple FC from Chile. And that's just, man, that's crazy.
I mean, to think that even if China had 2 FCs and 1 miss, they still wouldn't have won. It's just, a Triple FC is really hard to beat in. I mean, it's what you expect from Chile on a map like this.
For sure. Now the real question is, what do you think China could go for here with this second pick of theirs? It's going to be tough to figure out what to go for. I mean, maybe you could go for a Nomad 4 if you're feeling like you have decent Convert players on your team. Maybe you could go with, I don't know, maybe DT1?
Yeah, I was gonna say DT1. Mixbot 2 is an interesting one here. Yeah, that's a surprising one. I was gonna say DT1 could have been like a pick where they could have competed maybe. But Mixbot 2 against Chile, that's a bold pick to say the least.
Yeah, and I think it could work out for them. I mean, we did see Shina Minasa also just 1 miss the map, last map with Hidden at the very end, so maybe they have a full roster for mixed mod. We'll have to see.
Don't play CDB here, joining China's side. Willing to go against his name and play CDB. Sorry, I need to stop making that joke.
It's gonna keep happening over and over, isn't it?
Shina Minatsu actually not in the lobby, it seems. Or maybe they are. Maybe they're just making room.
Maybe they're coming back in. Who knows?
Eta Uma showing up there. I don't think we've seen them play yet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the good thing about this Chinese roster though, is you could see somebody new joining the lobby and you're like, hey, I've never seen that person play in the World Cup before, and it's like someone new every time.
That is true.
It's always good to see.
It's fully fresh. Fully fresh. There's Kafu Chile, actually, the captain himself.
Yeah, I do
Also-
wonder who's going to be that hidden player on the side of China.
Yeah, I wonder that as well. Maybe Yui, because they also only got one miss on Hidden 2.
Possible, yeah.
For Chile, maybe Stark on Hard Rock, let you on Hidden, and don't play CDB on Nomad? Or perhaps Stark and don't play CDB?
I think Stark probably
Yeah.
would go Nomad. It's going to be... I mean, it could go either way, honestly. It just depends on how comfortable Don't Play CTB is on lower AR or Nomad. And I think he'd probably be rather more comfortable on higher AR. Not too sure.
Yeah, probably don't play CDB on Hard Rock instead.
It's like you said before, Stark has been getting better at the lower AR and Hidden as well, so kind of fits in the same boat.
Indeed. I keep forgetting this map is AR 8.7.
Yeah, a little bit lower than the average. Just slightly.
And now, two Chinese players making their debuts here. Eta Uma and Kafu Chile. Kafu Chile on Hard Rock. And yeah, Yui on Hidden. And then Eta Uma on Nomad.
Yeah, and that Chile roster is going to be like we predicted with Don't Play CTB on the Hard Rock, Stark on the Nomad, Let You on the Hidden.
I'm quite excited to see how Kafu Chile does here.
Oh
Is
yeah,
the- Yeah.
he's definitely, in my opinion, their best player that they have on the roster this year, being about ranked 100, slightly higher than all the other 5 players. So we'll have to see how they can perform. I believe this is one of their first maps they're coming in for, right?
This is the first map I think they're
Yeah.
playing, yeah. And, I mean, going against their name here, technically, playing against Chile.
Yeah, how unfortunate that is, honestly, to have your first World Cup match against the team that your name is. Man.
I don't know
Everybody-
if... yeah.
They're all starting off pretty well here with 3 full combos, passing the 200 mark. All things are chilling right here.
All things are chilling.
Oh, true.
I'll stop.
I mean, we could go further, but I think we should stop. Oh man, we're gonna have droplet misses on each of the hidden players, and pretty much dead even still, and everybody's still holding FCs. It's about halfway in the map at this point.
Yeah, double SS from both sides as well, and both hidden players with the exact same accuracy. It's completely even. Just completely even as it stands right now. I mean, yeah, this can't get any closer right now. Any miss, or any droplet miss would switch
Yeah,
things.
droplet miss. Probably swing it at this point.
Ooh, and Lechu finds a droplet miss there. I believe that's actually... Yeah.
That's a real miss though, right there from Stark. That's not a good sign. He only missed 1 note, so it's not that bad. If somebody on Team China misses more than 1 note, it's gonna swing back. But for right now, China's holding the triple FC.
They're holding the triple FC, and it's like 3/4 already done of the map. I mean, they're playing really well here at SB said.
Oh yeah, this is not C29 right here. This is definitely not C29.
Yes, at the end of the day, China will always be China. I mean, this is really impressive here.
Oh man,
Just that
it's
one
getting
miss.
close to the end.
It really is. This could be a point for China here, as long as they just keep holding. I mean, there's a
I mean,
double
they need
SS.
2 misses at this point to even lose the point.
That's true, because it's so late, and it's just 1 droplet miss from Yui.
Are they really a triple FC? Come on. Let's go!
Wow!
Oh,
China, the new China, you could say, with a triple FC against Chile on a mixed mod 2, taking the point
wow.
against Chile. Wow, that is... Wow.
The thing is, I also think that Chile won the spin as well. Looking at the scores here, you can see the scores on Don't Play CTB and Lechu being slightly higher, but that 1 miss from Star cost them the whole point, and that's crazy. I think That's probably like the lowest seed to ever have a triple FC, in my opinion. Like, seed 29. Like,
mean-
yeah, it's round of 32 pool.
I mean, you know, this Chinese roster had big shoes to fill, but I feel like, you know, they can be proud of that. They can be
I mean,
so
yeah,
proud
for
of
sure.
that.
For sure. It's not like that
Wow.
was an easy point, too. It's not like they won it by, you know, several misses. No, that was a single miss, you know, from the side of Chile. It didn't do bad. That's pretty good. That's probably going to be one of the best scores over the week, but China just decided, hey, we're going to do a little bit better than you were here.
Yeah, sorry about that, Chile. I know my name is Cafu Chile and all, but I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to get the full combo against you now. Wow. And I mean, Cafu Chile and Eta Uma, you know, both playing their first ever map, I think, in the Casual Cup
Yeah.
there, and Essing, in fact. I mean, talk about a debut.
Oh, that's scary, though. Oh, China's going to be scary in these coming years, I'm telling you right now. Even
only
though they
gonna
don't
get better
have
and
their
better, yeah.
mainstay roster, it's... Oh, man.
They're just gonna get better and better as the years go on.
Yeah, we are going to be moving on to DT2 picked by Chile. This one, maybe we see Aristiel stepping in for the double time. Aristiel being one of the best DT players in the game.
Oh yeah. If not, I mean, yeah, at least top 3, I'd say.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. But again, this is early rounds. Doesn't matter if you can play AR 9.5 DTs on 20-star maps.
That's not gonna help
You
him
gotta
here.
be able to play the AR 7.7 DT on a 3.4-star map. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
But he
that's
is
right.
going to be stepping in here.
Yeah, he still pulls up. He's willing to play this despite the low AR. And on China's side, it looks like Shina Minatsu is making a comeback. Cafu Chile and Yui still in their slots.
Yeah, not that much roster change this time around. We are seeing, like we said, Aristiel stepping in on the side of Chile. Eldonel coming back as well. He didn't play that last map, I believe, so a little bit of a change, but not too much, you know.
Dolan just made a really interesting observation in chat. 2 of the 3 countries to ever win Catch World Cup facing off in round of 32 was kind of wild. I believe Chile won in, was it 2018 or 2019?
No, it was definitely not that recent, I don't think. It
I believe
was
it
like,
was. Was it 17?
no. Did they? No. I thought it was like 2015.
Oh, was it 2000? Wait, hold on.
No, it wasn't 2015. When did? Huh. 2016? No, I don't know. I'm not looking through all the wiki players. 2013, yeah. 2013 page doesn't have a podium, that's why.
Oh, was it 2013? Why did I think it was more recent?
I don't know, man. I mean, you haven't seen Team Korea or Team China in the past 10 years? It's been crazy, but yeah.
That is
We need
true,
a
that's true.
we need a podium on the Team 2013 wiki. But we are going to be getting into the map, and we're going to see misses from Don't Play CTP and Shina Minatsu. Going to be slightly in the side of China as soon as these scores are getting all tallied up. There we go. Swapping over.
Yeah. Early misses from Shina and Don't Play CTB, but the lead is still in China's favor. As Cafu Chile finds a miss there, that's going to flip the lead over to Chile. Cafu Chile finds another miss there, that's not going to help them.
It's a little bit painful to have 2 very fast misses in a row, but not nearly as bad as if they were spread out, so it's definitely still comebackable at this point.
And there's another miss from Cafu Chile. Yeah, the lead for Chile only grows and grows and keeps growing. As Don't Play CTB now with the only miss, and Cafu Chile finds another miss there. And Shina Minatsu.
And this one, Chile is just taking all the points in this one. They're up about 200,000 points, almost. And it's going to be tough for China to come back on this. Pretty much need a full breakdown. Bam, 3 misses right now. But it's not going to happen.
Yeah, looks like it's a pretty good pick from Chile. Still not a triple FC though, but I mean, it's the next best thing.
Yeah, with the 1 miss.
Oh, no one got caught on that last note.
Yeah, last one can be a little tricky, a little bit troll, but everybody catches it. And yeah, we see Aricio with the SS. Nice score.
Score from Mauricio indeed, and I mean Yui with the FC actually on China's side. I just noticed that. Really well played from them. And I mean 3 misses and 5 misses isn't too bad either. It's just Chile on DT. Very impressive.
Yeah, we do have to wonder what China is going to be going for with this next pick. Maybe they go for another mixed mod. Maybe they can get another triple FC on a mixed mod. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy indeed, yeah. I mean, I feel like that is something that they could pick here, actually.
It definitely is.
Yeah, like I said, maybe DT1 is something they could compete on because it's such a... It's a map that could go either way, in my opinion.
Yeah. You know, now that I think about it, it's like, out of all the maps to get a triple FC on, the triple FC to mixed mod. Usually mixed mod maps are the harder ones to get a triple FC on. And it is going to be Nomad 2 coming in for China, being the more technical Nomad pick.
Still, I believe it's at the difficulty where, you know, all players on China could theoretically get an FC on this.
For sure. Seems like we are going to be seeing a little bit of a change on the side of China. Yui stepping out. We also see Aricio stepping out on the side of Chile. Going to be replaced by Stark coming in for this Nomad pick. Surprised we haven't seen more Pekarat. In my opinion, he's one of the more consistent players on the side of Chile. Maybe they want to give their newer players a bit of a run.
Yeah, I mean, especially don't play CDB. Him getting the, you know, the more experience, the better for him.
I know that a lot of the higher seeded teams are doing this with their players. They have 6 really good players usually. I know Korea did it earlier. They gave Sumi a lot of time in their match. So it's always good to get the players who probably won't play as much in the grand finals a bit of a run in the early stages. So that way they can still, you know, they're ready if they need to play. And we're going to be getting started, and Paul Flood coming in as player for China. Yui actually stepped back in, so we're going to be having Yui, Paul Flood, and Cat for Chile, and Elden L, Stark, and Don't Play CTB.
An Ascendance map here, actually. The return of Ascendance for World Cup mapping, I believe.
You say that, but he was also the mapper for the last map, too.
Oh, was he? Did I miss that?
Yes, he was. Yeah. I mean, that was a pretty quick return, though. Like a 5-minute return right there, so...
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. You missed you for those 5 minutes.
Paul Flip fighting an early miss there. And Yui finds another miss there as well. Chile still has the triple FC.
Yeah, this map can definitely be pretty tricky at times. We're going to see Stark getting quite a few misses. His accuracy is going to drop all the way to 98.4, which is quite a bit lower than everybody else.
Still 3 Chile FCs if you count Kafu Chile.
Big thing to note as well is that Poflud's miss was slightly before the 200 wall. But it was slightly before the 200 combo cap, so it's going to be a little bit less of a miss than I would call a miss if it was above 200 combo cap.